Hopefully everything is straight.
Yo, did you buy Diablo 2 yet?
It's not out yet.
Pre-purchase.
Nah, I'm gonna check it out, yo. I'm gonna check it out via the greatest deal in gaming, Alex. The greatest deal in gaming. Offer what? $9.99.
Well, it's 39.
I'm gonna check it out still, you know. I think you kind of beat it in my head enough that I'm like, yo, at this point I'm gonna end up trying this Diablo shit, man.
You should. Because it's
yes. We live right now. We good. We back. Another week, another podcast, man. How y'all doing in the chat, man? Your boy was away last week, and the boys held it down, so I appreciate that. You know what I mean? They held it down. I was out celebrating my 28th birthday still, man. Old man vibes. But we here, man. We actually on time today, but somebody's camera's not on and his mic is muted, so aka J-Main's still late. But at least he jumped into the call so I could fix the boxes and stuff, man. But yeah, man. Let me see.
Canada Day. What's that?
Yeah, it's actually a holiday today. I actually went to work. We get Friday. I get Friday off, so it's a long weekend for me. But today's actually Canada Day, man. So a lot of people have, most workers have vacation today. Let me see. Let me pull up these topics. So we got a lot to talk about today, Alex, man.
Yes, we do.
It's looking kind of nice.
Yes,
Jack, how you doing, sir?
Good, man. Chilling.
That's good. That's good, man. That's good. Today. Chatmans. We here. We just currently waiting on late Maine. You know you always pull up a little bit late, so we're gonna wait for him to come through before we officially get started. But I hope everybody blessed, man. Hope y'all having a great day. Let's see. All right, we got that.
Yo.
What do you mean, yo? We live.
What's up,
What do you mean, yo? What's
Come
wrong
on,
with this
man.
guy?
You know I had to go make sure the waves was tied up.
Oh my god.
I had to make sure
Oh
the
my
waves was tied
God.
up.
Boy, I got some waves, and I see you, boy. See you.
Yo, J-Main, man,
man.
I really thought like you're gonna take off the do-rag and we're gonna just see a whole bunch of crop circles and some natties and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely.
I was actually very impressed, sir. Jack, man. I don't know, man. Who got the better waves, man? J-Main might be coming.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know who got the better waves, man.
You trying to set me up, Jack a wave around here. Don't do that to me.
Yeah, man.
Jack shit's is thick. You know what I'm saying? His
I
shit
got
thicker than
some
mine.
Wait,
years.
huh?
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Jack is what? Jack is what? His shit is what?
2 speeds, yeah.
Nah. Yo, I was about to say, yo, Jack, you seen that shit about the shampoo?
Yeah,
OBX?
I know. That's the shampoo I use.
That's the one you just put me on, motherfucker.
I know they
You
say
gotta
it
make me
make
go
people go
bald.
bald. Yeah, what's going on, man?
I'm out, dog. I'm not using that
I
shit.
just put some hair growth oil in my shit. I'm like, hold on, let me
Wait.
try to offset this shit for
You saying Jack set you up, man? You saying you're gonna get put
Nah,
some?
man.
What is that? What's in the
It's the
shampoo?
OBX brand or some shit like that.
OGX. That's the
OGX.
joint I use. That's the joint I use. I'm gonna keep using. I'm gonna keep using.
It's
I
some
don't know.
class action lawsuit out against them right now for making people go bald and shit like that.
Wait, what?
This shit's crazy, man.
Why would
I
you
guess it
use
was a
that,
Johnson
man?
and Johnson product.
Hey,
That I didn't even know either, but
that
damn.
should be having me spinning, man. I gotta keep using. Hopefully my shit don't slide off in the sink one day.
If it's gonna make you bald, why would you use it?
Well,
Mom ain't.
I mean, if he been using it for this long, I guess he been alright. So
Yeah, that's why
I
was
don't know though.
trying
I might be off that, dog. I might be off that.
Oh,
Did you guys hear about all these World of Warcraft streamers getting hair transplants?
What? What? I don't get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
you didn't know about this?
they going bald.
Hold on. Let
So-
me fix the order of the boxes real quick. I have to keep
That's
the
fine.
trend
I'll talk about this while you do that.
darkest to lightest, apparently, from what I heard on the last
There you go.
podcast. Darkest to
yeah.
lightest.
That's the way to do it.
yeah.
So,
Get it
so
right.
like Bellular Gaming, right? Who does a lot of like Warcraft stuff. Preach Gaming, who does all Warcraft stuff. They're getting hair transplants, and the joke is that it's because they're losing their hair because they're playing World of Warcraft retail.
Wow.
So Asmongold, who's like, he gets like 60, 70K viewers a stream playing World of Warcraft. The guy's fucking killing Twitch. Everyone's telling him like, yo, get your hair transplant, get your hair transplant. And he's like, no, because his head looks like, if he pulls his hair back, it looks like an N64 controller.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
Oh no, he got that joint.
You got
Yeah,
the
he got
Vegeta
that
hairline.
You got the
he got
Vegeta?
the Vegeta hairline.
Hell yeah.
So you know,
That's
everybody
funny.
playing World of Warcraft is getting hair transplants, and there's a thing that the big thing between all of them is that they drink a lot of soda,
lighter.
and soda, like Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper,
Let me get my
has
lighter.
been shown to cause hair loss,
Amongst other things.
amongst other things.
Shit, I
So-
can't drink soda. My fucking face turned into a crunch bar up this motherfucker.
Oh, for real?
Hell no.
You break
Hell
out?
Yeah, soda make me break out crazy.
I kind of stopped drinking soda like that. Like, but I've been on the alcohol lately too much, man. I've been drinking too many of these fancy cocktail drinks,
Boy,
man.
wildin'.
Yeah, I've been drinking too much alcohol. I need to chill for a bit and drink more water again. I used to drink a lot of water, but I honestly, it's slowed down for me. I need to get back.
Yeah, I'm on my like. I only drink like a soda, not even a soda, or like a juice, like on the weekends. Like on the weekdays, I'm straight water, though.
Damn.
I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to get to the point where I'm like only drinking a sugary drink like once a month.
Yeah. We got Fame in the chat. He says, "Why the trash ass Nets not in the finals?" I think he's talking to you, Jamie.
Oh
Fame
my
who?
goodness.
I know
You
that
know
ain't-
which Fame?
that boy Fame, dog. His leg has been in Cancun since like January, dog. I know he ain't talking. we just got there, all right? Bum ass Bucks. I can't believe the Bucks, yo. They fucking trash. I can't believe we lost to them, dog. That's insane.
Hate to see it.
All right, so at least we're not too late today, so that's good. That's good. Yo, the next episode is episode 200, man.
Oh shit!
We actually made it. We actually
200.
made it, man. We here.
That's
We
our
almost
last
there, man.
episode.
Low key.
Jack, you
Low
remember
key.
what we talked about?
Oh yeah. Oh man.
What y'all talk about? Why don't you let
Yikes.
me and the viewers know?
That's G14 classified. You heard?
Yeah, we don't know what we
Dad,
don't
they-
know.
oh man,
Pull
they,
up the G14 classified.
Yes, sir. we linked up with Gamer a few weeks ago. That's G14 classified.
Oh.
dog.
oh man. They say, you see what I'm saying? Yo, this is some weapon wheel shit. We got secret DMs. I feel like hard 8. Yo, shit is crazy.
DMs, all that
Secret
stuff.
DMs.
Oh, you know what I mean? Gamer will talk sports with us. I don't know about Kofi.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
You know what I'm saying, Jack?
Yeah, man.
Y'all
Kofi on the
crazy.
wave, man.
Yeah, we almost there, yo. Episode 200, but it's episode 199, man. And I think this title is extremely appropriate for what we're going to be talking about. Welcome to the family. You know what I mean?
sir.
So there's a whole lot of that going on right now. So we're going to go ahead and do the introductions. We're going to start off with my man J-Main. Say what up to the people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? J-Main, of course, back checking in with the podcast. Episode 199. Welcome to the family. I can't wait to introduce the newest member of the Press Start podcast. It's going to be fantastic. Somebody you guys didn't expect at all, but it's coming, man. Get ready.
Jack.
Hey man, what's popping? What's going on, y'all? We really got topics this week, bro. Cause y'all say we got a lot of topics this week.
We do, man. Oh, we do.
Absolutely. We got a lot
Definitely going on.
do.
Is this Twitter outrage and Twitter shenanigans? All right, we gonna. Let's go.
Yeah, we got a lot of topics today, man. And last but not least, the new Hollywood. We gotta take away the Hollywood title from J Man because we got a new Hollywood, in town, man.
Hollywood. Hollywood.
Say what up, Alex.
So the joke now is that I'm gonna be leaving very soon because I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers.
Hold on, let me get some gunshots, man. Fire, dog.
His head almost weighed 10,000 pounds too.
Yeah. It's like my dick thing. It's like my dick.
Whoa! Pause.
So everybody who's subbed to the channel for the daily content, it's just pretty awesome to see you guys there and enjoying it. People have been telling me they love it. They like the videos. They like the comedy. They also like it when I get up out of my chair because people have been trying to peep my backside. Y'all are horny, and you need to stop. Yeah.
Huh?
So when I have
Trying
a
to see if
skit.
you holding some ass back there. That's
They're
what
trying
you're
to see
saying.
if I'm holding some ass. That's right.
All right.
Yes.
What was their finding?
I hold a lot of ass. That's correct.
Oh.
Mhm. So thanks everybody for joining in and actually checking out the channel. It means a lot. Also, thank you for being part of the Patreon and the podcast. Just being here means a lot. And hope you guys have a great one and just enjoy the show.
Yeah. All right, yo. So, what y'all been on, man? Since I've been gone, man, none of y'all wish me happy birthday too. I'm tight, bro. Y'all all about to get fired.
Oh,
Y'all all about to
That's
get.
a fucking
Y'all all.
lie.
None of y'all mans wish me damn happy birthday, man.
We
That's
don't
a
know.
lie.
You said you're with your girl that day. You didn't. You were doing your fucking thing. You then proposed. We didn't want to bother you.
bro. And we said happy birthday on the podcast.
We
And we
definitely
said happy birthday
did.
on the podcast.
This shit.
You're supposed to send me a special message each. I didn't feel
Each.
special, man.
Each.
I didn't feel special, man.
Let me get your girl's number. I'll send her a message for you.
I was about to say, at this point, that ain't our job no more. You know what I mean?
I'm just fucking with y'all. But yeah, what y'all been playing? What y'all been playing?
I just beat Ratchet on Sunday. I think it was. Yeah, that was Sunday. I finished.
How you feel about
Ratchet.
it? How you feel about it?
Overall, I thought it was a good game. I definitely had some issues with it. I didn't like how the fucking repetitive the boss fights were.
Juggernaut.
Yeah, they send that same type of enemy at you, and even when they switch it up, it's like a different skin, but same kind of formula. When it comes to fighting him, I felt like the riffs when you the big riffs. I'm talking about like the shit that they kind of advertised when you first saw the game.
Not a
I
lot
feel like
in
those
that
wasn't
shit.
in the game a lot. Like maybe like twice or maybe 3 times that was there. Other than that, it was the other type of riffs where you're moving around the stage, and then you got those optional ones that you find, which to me weren't even all that special anyway. What else didn't I like? There was another big thing that I didn't like. Damn, I can't fucking remember.
See, when I came on the podcast, I'm like, yo, the game is kind of like, it feels like it's lacking in something. Did you get that feeling when you got to the end of the game, or you didn't get that feeling at all?
I didn't feel like it was lacking in the sense of like gameplay. Like I thought the story was pretty decent. I thought the gameplay was fantastic. The amount of guns I thought they had, I felt like it was goddamn too many guns. I couldn't even like level all them shits up like how I wanted to by the time I beat the game. And then I just thought like the traversal and stuff was good. Oh, of course, the differences between Rivet and Ratchet, that was another big in the gameplay wise. Like, of course, we heard about that in the reviews. But I'm here to triple down on like that shit is not different at all. And I thought they could have actually did something more with that. I know she's supposed to be Ratchet from a different dimension, but it's like, and I would like when I think of myself and I think of like another dimension version of me, like I still expect there to be some differences.
Yeah,
you know
there'd
what
be
I'm
more
saying? Like,
differences, actually.
other than looks. Like I expect, maybe my dick is bigger than his or some, some dumb shit like that.
Huh?
Like we move around different and something like that, So
Yo.
I felt like they could have did a little bit more with that.
Like an evil twin version, or like different mechanics and shit.
Yeah, different mechanics is definitely what I'm looking at, and even different guns. Like they could have kind of split the guns up. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
changed
almost
up
like
what the
Ellie
guns
and
do.
Abby situation.
Yes,
Ellie and
yes,
Adam situation.
exactly. Something like that. So,
It
but
was a
other
good
than
game,
that,
man.
like,
It was a good game.
yeah, it was
but-
good. It was good. I would say it was good. Now, I don't know if I can call it great. It's like in between good and great. Like I don't think I can go there yet. But I'm gonna probably get the platinum on the cleanup, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna move
Oh,
on.
you
from
going to
there.
fidelity mode for the play? You know they got 40 frames per second now. Fidelity.
I seen that,
40. You fucking
but I'm not on
40.
120 hertz. I am on 120 hertz monitor, but I don't have that set up for my
How the
PlayStation.
fuck?
No,
are
I
you,
think
like,
if it
promoting
recognizes
40?
it at all, it'll do that. I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. Insomniac added a patch for 120 hertz TVs or something like that, right? Where it
Yeah.
locks the game to 40 FPS, which I guess I still play the game in 60. I don't know why anyone would choose for that, but
It's
I
40
remember
for fidelity. So fidelity is locked at 30. But this
Kofi's
puts
on the
it up to
tube
40.
TV, so you wouldn't have known that you wouldn't have noticed the fidelity jump, right? So
I'm on a 2 TV, bro. I got
then
an
you be
OLED. I got an
playing on that
OLED.
Switch, so like that 720p really be fucking your eyesight. I'm blind in like one eye.
If they did a 40 FPS patch for 120 hertz TVs, explain that to me.
Okay, I saw a video. NX Gamer. Pretty much what he was saying. He said TVs they have to run in like it has to be able to be multiplied into it, right? So like so the 140 hertz originally like games used to be at 50 hertz in like certain countries and shit, but like you couldn't do that on a US TV. So pretty much it's just a multiple of 120, which is 40.
So 30, 60, 90, 120.
Yeah, so usually on a 60 frames per second game, when they pared it down, it would have to go from like it could go to like 20 frames, but now they can do it to like 40. It's hard to explain, but pretty much that's why it's 40 instead of like
So just get a monitor.
I mean, yeah.
Or just
It's
play
still
the game,
120 hertz too.
or just play the game at 60 FPS.
Or just play it at
Or
60.
No, it's for motherfuckers like Jack who don't want to play it.
play fidelity mode at 40. Beautiful.
That's fucking disgusting.
Simply
Like, that's not even
incredible.
like a
is what I would
good,
call that.
like that's not even like a good compromise. Like, oh,
Yeah,
let's do
man, I
like
love it.
55, 58. No, let's do fucking 40. That's not even a.
I think it's
Oh
for
my
like
God.
input lag too. I think like with
I
the
don't know.
120
Yeah,
hertz
yeah,
display,
yeah.
it helps with the reduction of input
Yeah, 'cause
lag,
if it's-
input
if it's
latency.
every-
And
if
then
it's 40, it's not every 33.3.
right,
It's like every like 24.4 or something.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
so the way it count the frames, so they could
Right.
make it 40.
Yeah.
But if
I
you
guess,
were 60 FPS, it'd be 16.6. So it's even better.
right. But these is for the stubborn motherfuckers who want to stick to fidelity mode.
Beautiful,
and,
man. It's beautiful,
and
bro.
play that game at a sluggish 40 FPS.
That's fucking
my choice too. You know what I mean? They,
I'm
they
not
got
replay it
options for
now.
better.
I'm about to replay it now,
Unbelievable.
man.
You're gonna have to.
You gotta replay it now.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, you got nothing else to play in that console.
You might not be wrong about that. I ain't gonna argue that.
Alex, did you
Anything
play
else?
DMC from Ninja Theory? What the hell you talking about?
Yeah, it's bad.
But ain't nothing to play on PlayStation. Alright.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
That game is so bad, dude.
But that's all you playing, Jamie? Nothing else?
Oh yeah, I went back to FF7, so I'm playing that. I'm actually like a couple hours from beating that shit, so I'm about to beat that, and then I'm on to the remake. So yeah, man, finally gonna play the definitive version, as they would say. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing that, and then I think that's it, man. It's really about to be dry. I ain't really picking up too much in July. Probably emulate Skyward Sword, and then I heard a 4K of patch came out for that or something like that. So check that out.
Yeah, yo, if you have Dolphin, you could play a pretty good version of it. Do you have a Wii lying around? You could use the motion controls and everything if you really.
No, I
if
don't
you-
have.
if-
I don't have.
If you have all that
so-
stuff lying around, you can play that on
Yeah.
PC and use the nunchucks and everything. Play that shit at 4K if you wanted
It's
to.
even got fucking ray tracing.
Damn.
I haven't seen all of that, but that's fly. That sounds fly.
Yeah.
Um,
Simu has
Jack,
been fucking crazy.
Jack, what you been on?
I went back to Persona 5. I'm still playing that. So
Dog, this guy, yeah, I'm gonna pull that
Hey,
Persona
man, I'm
5.
playing-
I'm pulling your Persona 5 card fan away
playing
from you, bro.
Persona 5.
You don't like Persona 5.
already beat
Just
it
admit
before.
it. Just admit it. You don't like Persona 5 like that.
I already
bro.
beat
Admit
it. I'm replaying it.
Nah, but you're talking about it's like one of the top games that you have
What
played. But it's literally taking you like 6 months to finish
I gotta
this
play
damn
when
game,
it's
bro.
out. No, but you got to realize I'm streaming it. I don't want people to be complaining about the streams. Jack, why are you playing? I don't want people complaining. See, when I space it out, they be like, oh, where does Persona streams go to? So when I bring it back, they be like, oh my God, Jack Move's playing Persona again. So it's yeah.
Nah, bro.
Got to stress the content.
For a long ass game like that, once you start playing, I find it's hard to put it down for me. When I start going with a game like that, it's kind of
the first time I played it, yeah. But like a lot of this shit I'm seeing, like I mean, they switch some stuff around, but
they
like,
switch some things up.
Yeah, sir.
Did you get to their semester?
No, see, I ain't even got to all the new content yet. So when I get to that, I'm just gonna run through that. I'm gonna have to go through that.
But you see how they switch up the palaces somehow? They switch up the palaces a little bit. And
I like some of the switches they did. Some of them palaces went. I don't know. Some of the palaces ain't it, dog. God damn.
I tuned in yesterday. Jackass was lost in that motherfucking
bro. That fifth palace, bro. I'm like, where the fuck am I supposed to go right now? God damn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still going through that though.
So going through that. How about you, Alex?
Yeah. I'm playing 2 games. I'm playing Ninja Theory's DMC. That game is the fucking cringiest shit I've ever played. It is the most, like, if you were 13 and that was the first game you ever played, you'd be like, this game fucking rules. The soundtrack is from Combi Christ, which is like this industrial band. So every stream I do gets copyright claimed. Thank you. I appreciate it. Enjoy your 6 cents. And then the combat is incredibly basic. So self-exposing time. So I played DMC3 and I kind of got the tip of the iceberg on the combat of DMC3. I thought it was pretty good. I thought like, yeah, whatever, I didn't really get it. Then came DMC4 and guess who popped into my stream, Kofi? The man himself, Chance.
Oh, okay.
Chance shows up in my stream and Chance is like, yo, have you tried this? Have you tried that? What about this? What about that? And in the middle of the stream in DMC4, I was pulling up YouTube videos about the combat in DMC. So I got to be very clear about this, right? If you think DMC is an unga bunga game where all you do is smash buttons, you're bad. You're 100% bad at anything these people put out. You don't understand in-depth combat. You don't understand frame times, frame limits. You don't understand iframes. You understand nothing about that. And I'm someone who barely scratched the surface. And when I played DMC4, it was so amazing how deep that combat was, but the game had its issues. So I go to DMC, right, thinking like, yo, all right, Ninja Theory's doing this. This is going to be good. Hopefully there's combat, maybe not as deep as 4, but, close to it. And what does DMC do? They do 2 color enemies, red and blue. And you have to use one type of weapon for one enemy and one type of weapon for the other. And it's the most boring fucking combat you could possibly put in there, on top of the most cringiest Dante you ever could imagine. So no, DMC has not been fun at all. And I've been trying to wash the palette and cleanse the palette with some good old Chrono Trigger. So those are the 2 games I've been playing.
Okay. And for me, I pulled back Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS5. I'm playing through that again. Something happened to my save, so my save is all screwed up. I couldn't transfer it over to the PS5. So I'm currently running through the game again. Unfortunately, I wish I could just transfer the save and have all my trophies pop up and stuff.
Don't you gotta download the PS4 version and then do the?
I did, but my save was not there. It's not in the cloud. So I trust me. So I'm currently playing through the game all over again. Yeah, trust me, Jack. I was really, really annoyed because I already beat the game and I actually started a hard mode playthrough. So I'm like, yo, this is perfect. Yeah, I'm about to hop on this Final Fantasy VII Remake and pick up where I left off on my hard mode playthrough. Now when I pop in this shit, all my save gone, bro. My shit.
I hate the way they do that save shit, bro.
But the funny thing is, I'm not the only one who's having this issue. Apparently, I put it out on Twitter that like, yo, my save is missing from Final Fantasy, and I swear 5 people, including like BG said that his shit was gone too. So I don't know what is going on with all this cloud saving issue.
PlayStation dumb delivery.
It might be. It might be, man. It might
Didn't
be,
Smooth
yo.
come up with
'cause-
that dumb delivery?
I was, huh?
Was that you or Smooth who came up with?
I
dumb
think so,
delivery?
I think low key Smooth did that. I think he was the first person I
think it
heard
was
that.
Smooth that-
I don't remember, but that shit funny as hell.
Dumb delivery.
Dumb delivery.
I was lucky enough. All my cloud saves went over nicely, but yeah, a lot of people definitely had issues with their cloud saves. So.
Yeah. So.
But I heard that like even if your stuff is messed up and it's corrupted in the end, it really isn't corrupted. Like you just
Yeah, you
load
gotta
it and
turn.
you're
You
fine.
gotta turn off the auto upload. Whatever.
And I got a bone to pick with, game developers too. Please stop locking hard mode after, beating the game. Cause that shit is super annoying. Like sometimes like
you
people
want
want
it
to jump.
available when you first.
Yeah, cause Final Fantasy
on the
VII Remake is one of those games. And since I already played it on obviously normal and unlocked hard mode and started that playthrough, when I popped in the one for the PS5, right? Guess what? Hard mode missing. So I gotta run through the game on normal again. Then I'll be able to run through the game on hard, and that shit is just super annoying. Like, give us the option, man. Give us the option just to play on the harder difficulties right from the jump, man. Like, it's really annoying. So I'm currently going through that. I will say, real quick, the game in 60 FPS, fantastic. Absolutely
Nice, right?
fantastic. I'm actually kind of sad that I experienced the game already. The first time at 30 FPS, because when I did download the PS4 version and just to get my save, and I even played it for a couple of seconds, and that frame rate was disgusting. I don't even know how I played that. You know what I mean? I really don't. In comparison to the PS5 version, I don't even know how I played that. I will say that the textures still need some work. Yes, it's improved.
Even on the PS5.
Yeah, it's improved. Like the door is fixed, but
Yeah,
the
the
textures
door
are
is
still a
fixed.
little. The door is fixed, but I feel like the textures could still look better. So I was a little bit disappointed that the textures were still missing. When you're in the city, it still looks great, just like the PS4. But when you're in the slums and stuff like that, the textures are still a little spooky, in my personal opinion. So maybe we need that PC version to really, really clean that up. But overall, I've been enjoying that. Also, I've been playing a little bit of Bravely Default 2. I'm not too far in the game, probably an hour and a half, and I'm liking it so far, man. I'm liking it.
The story is pretty basic. That's really not why you play. It's your typical JRPG. So I wouldn't really go in there for like this deep story. It's the combat and the
Combat's
class and
fun.
job system that really pushes people across that game.
Yeah.
That's the
So-
big thing.
That's pretty much it. What I've been playing. So I guess we can move on. Start talking about some of the news that happened.
Y'all
this
seen that
week.
PressStar PSP meme?
What do you do?
That's why I started laughing, man.
What do you
I
do?
put it in
That shit
the
is
chat.
ridiculous.
Oh my god!
That's why Jack
Oh
said
man, that's wild.
Oh,
That's wild.
Crazy ass shit.
that boy traded face
that's
in the
a good
goddamn
one.
loss.
That's wild.
That's a good one.
Make sure y'all follow Press Start
Wow.
Podcast memes on Twitter.
He sent out another one that's kind of crazy. I ain't
I
gonna
see
even
this
speak
one.
on it.
Let me see.
So what you got to do is there's two things you got to follow. You got to follow Seal of Quality,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
100%.
They calling this
PSP
nigga
memes.
purple.
That's wild. That's damn wild. That's wild. Shout out to Press Start.
Like this motherfucker.
Shout out to
Sheesh.
PSP memes, man. Shout out to PSP
Oh
memes.
my god.
All right, so welcome to the family, Jack.
Welcome to the family, son.
What up, what up?
It seems like PlayStation got a new member, to the family. So Housemark
Absolutely.
has been officially purchased by PlayStation. Jack, you've had high praise for the studio, for a very long time now. You didn't just hop on the bandwagon with Returnal. You like Resogun.
Fraud.
Some other games too. Why you calling him a fraud?
I said that out loud.
Why you calling him a fraud, JV?
Wow.
Why you
Oh,
calling him a
no.
fraud?
No, nothing personal. Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah,
I understand you
yeah.
beat games like Matterfall and
I ain't beat Matterfall. I ain't beat
Oh,
The only
Oh.
game I didn't beat. Come on, man.
Oh,
They
okay.
came out with some other
but-
shit, what was it, Coconut Island, some dumb shit. I'm not playing that bullshit, man.
Oh, okay. I was just a little offended that he went to you
Matterfall, the only
first.
one I-
If you didn't
I'ma
beat
get
all
that
the,
one. I'ma get that
you know, if you didn't beat all the known Housemarque games.
told
That's
me it
cool,
was
Jack. Go ahead,
mid.
do your thing.
You
You
told
pony
me it was
commissioner.
mid.
I forgot, right? You know,
I'm playing
pony
by your
commissioner,
rules.
go
You
ahead.
told me it was mid. I'm just.
These guys
do
are
your
crazy,
thing.
that. But Jack, yo, it's weird with PlayStation when a PlayStation acquires a studio because it's never like really something like left field. Because PlayStation tends to work with the studios that they purchase very closely. Like we've seen what they did with Insomniac. Now we see what they do with Housemarque. Because Housemarque, a lot of their games too were only on PlayStation. Maybe they got a PC port, but Housemarque, most of their games are on PlayStation. They have a really close relationship. So when this was announced, yeah, I did see. Obviously, you know, the fans got happy and stuff like that, but it seems like nothing really changes, though. You know, like it's just status quo, right? Pretty much, right? Because Housemarque only be making PlayStation games to begin with. So, what's your thoughts on this?
I mean, pretty much like you said, this was definitely. I mean, I think anybody could have saw this coming. I thought they should have tried to acquire him back when Resogun came out for that was one of the best launch games for the PS4 at the time. So, they actually Housemarque has the very first game to feature PlayStation Network trophies. I don't know if y'all know that, but
Yes, sir.
when trophies first came out in 2008, this was the first Super Stardust HD was the first game to feature trophy.
Oh wow,
So,
I actually didn't know.
Yeah,
Stayed up all
man.
night waiting for that update.
And Uncharted 1 was the first game with a platinum trophy. But this was just pretty much a match made in heaven. It should have been happened. I've been thinking they should have done this for years. Glad to see them in the fold. Housemarque was complaining about, we make critically acclaimed games, but they really don't even sell like that. And we might have to, they were saying we're going to have to change up the way because, they specialize in shmup, twin stick shooter, shit like that. So they was like, we're going to have to switch up the formula to see if people going to buy our games. They was trying to make like a battle royale game that looked horrible. I'm just going to keep it real. It looked kind of trash because that ain't they shit. But I'm glad this happened. Bigger budgets are going forward, more resources. So I think it's a good move, man.
So Returnal was their first crack at a AAA game, pretty much, right?
Yes.
Quote unquote,
You know what?
AAA, but yeah.
I think I'm not a Housemarque guy. I'm not gonna come around and claim that Returnal is probably the only Housemarque game that I've actually played from beginning to end, and I really, really enjoyed it. But it seems like the studio got a lot of potential because, like, the more I think about like Returnal, it's really one of my favorite games of this year. If not one, it's number 2. I think Returnal is better than Ratchet and Clank. I think it has more replayability
It's
than
more
Ratchet and
fun.
Clank.
I'll say it's more fun. It's
More
definitely fun.
replayability. I see myself hopping on Returnal to run through the bosses and the stages, then popping Ratchet and Clank. It's actually one of my favorite games of this year so far. That and Resident Evil 8 will probably be my 2 favorite games so far that I've played. It seems like the studio got a lot of potential, man. A lot of potential. I can't wait to actually see what they come up next. Like you said, now that they're a PlayStation studio, we're probably going to see them see their games have like higher budgets, and I'm looking forward to what they come up with, man. J-May, thoughts on Housemarque being acquired?
Yeah, as the Housemarque aficionado, I had looked at it from a little bit of a different perspective than you guys, where you guys said how like they pretty much been working on PlayStation games for a long time, so it didn't really really make a big deal out of
anything,
them
yeah.
being purchased. But for me, I like to use Insomniac games as even an example that when they got acquired by PlayStation, look at their output. Look at the quality of their game. Say what you want about Spider-Man or Ratchet, Miles Morales or Ratchet Rift Apart. Like, I feel like the quality stepped up a notch. I feel like they were able to lean on the resources of PlayStation more, and even like other first party studios to get other ideas and techniques even more, and have that financial backing and that support that allows them to spread their wings a little bit more. And I think Housemarque is going to
Definitely
benefit a lot from that, especially coming from their insecurities with them making the style of game that they want to make, but not having that feel in their gut, like, yo, this is going to sell enough for us to keep going. Now it's like, listen, we could do whatever the fuck we want to do. We know PlayStation is going to support it, so let's go all out and let's do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it as a big deal for them. Not from any of that fanboy bullshit where guys it's like, it's not coming to Xbox before, it ain't gonna come to Xbox before. Nah, and that don't even matter. I'm just looking at it from the studio itself. Like I'm a fan
benefit.
of what they do. So
And they got
I know
security now,
that-
like you're saying, right? They got security
right.
now.
So I want to see them like now going forward, how they're gonna step it up a notch, get a bigger studio, get more employees. It's gonna be up from them. It's gonna be up for them.
Yeah. And Alex, you've probably seen a lot of footage of Returnal by now, and I don't know if
Yeah,
you've played
I think-
any of Housemarque's games in the past.
So I've played Next Machina. Is that the one? I didn't.
Yeah,
beat
that's
it,
the one
though.
you played. Yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
beat
that's what I played. I didn't beat.
J-Man.
Don't worry. I mean, it's funny, J-Main, because like you still don't even play good games, so don't worry about
That's
it.
a lie. That's a lie, sir. I do know I beat more
So-
games than you this year, though.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We'll see. We'll see.
Gonna put a bet on you.
I mean, how long are your games that you're beating? And also, you haven't
No,
even
that don't
posted how many
matter.
games that you beaten.
I should be asking you how long is your contract with your pimps, because since then you ain't been beating shit.
shit.
Interesting.
Yo,
Hey,
David got
J-Main,
David
how
got
many
David
views
got
did you get?
smoked.
Okay.
He got smoked tonight, man. He got smoked.
Your last video, how many views did you get?
Enough to satisfy me.
That's what I thought. Okay, good.
Alex, you see that Alex is dragging his dick around now. Now he feels a big man. He's a big man, so he's dragging his dick around. I feel
Alex,
you.
when you're not creating refugee camps for Xbox fans, how many views do your videos get?
That was a good comeback. That was a good comeback, J-Man.
Oh, okay.
That was a good
okay,
comeback.
okay.
That was a good
You're
comeback.
Go
really
ahead.
mad.
Tell us
when
about
I
how much
shit on
you
them
love
next.
Housemark. Go ahead.
Yes.
So I think-
Answer the
I
question.
That's a
I
good
think
comeback.
Housemark with Sony makes a lot of sense, especially because I didn't, from what I've heard with them before, and them saying they would have to change their formula and things like that. I wouldn't want any sort of developer to do that on their own. So it makes sense for Sony to buy them because they need to buy somebody, and I think Returnal probably did really well for them on that aspect. But Sony guys, they don't really even play a lot of roguelike games or know what a roguelike is. So they probably got really upset about it, and they were like, I can't really play it because it's kind of funny how Randolph Thor, an Xbox guy, beat that game before a lot of Sony guys did.
Oh no.
I'm just putting that out there real quick for a little bit. But but like in all honesty, I think it's a good move. I think that Housemark had to get bought by somebody. And honestly, Microsoft has bought everyone. So it's glad to have somebody other than Microsoft buy someone, because Sony needs to put some more feathers in their cap, even to diversify their portfolio, in my personal opinion. But that's just me.
Okay, so Housemark is definitely a good pickup for that exact reason. And Alex, Returnal seems like a perfect game for mouse and keyboard
boy.
support.
It
Don't you
really
think?
does. I
Right?
think it really does. Yeah,
Like
especially
when I was
with,
playing
the way the-
Returnal, like I couldn't help but think about like, wow, this game would feel so great on mouse and keyboard. So maybe, maybe that might be happening. That could be happening because another studio joined the family.
Oh,
the
word.
PlayStation.
Tell me who.
We started here.
Another
today, goddamn.
Another studio joined PlayStation as well.
Damn.
Who, Kofi? Who?
And the studio is called Nixus. So apparently,
Oh, man. You know what,
apparently,
Kofi? So
Yeah,
hold
go
on,
ahead.
Before you go into that, what's really funny is Nixus, they do PC ports.
oh shit, oh shit.
So if you don't know who Nixus is, they did the PC port for Deus Ex: Human Revolution. They did the They did the PC port for
Tomb Raider.
Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, for Tomb Raider. They pretty much only specialize in porting console games
To PC.
to PC. Wait, are you telling me that Sony bought a company that
What-
focuses
what?
on PC gaming?
Why would they do that, Alex? Why would they
I don't
do
know,
that?
Kofi. Why would?
I was told that this is just like once in a while. You know what I mean? Like all the slander mans used to catch. Why is Sony buying a studio that ports games to PC? What games have they made, Jack? Do you know what games Nixus has made in the past? Jack, do you know?
None to my knowledge.
Oh, okay. That's very
They bought
interesting.
the motherfuckers for $5.
That's so interesting.
Like shit.
That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. All the pieces are moving
That's
together.
so interesting how a company that is specifically designed to port PC games, it does a pretty good job of it too.
Yeah, yo,
Far
Rise
Cry
is a
4.
pretty good. It's a really good port too.
Human Deus Ex is a pretty good PC port. I mean,
Oh, wow.
I would give it like a B plus for a PC port, but like crazy, right, Kofi?
Well, Alex, Alex, do you think this could be part of the whole slate that Jim Ryan was talking about?
I think, here's my guess, right? I think PlayStation fanboys are paying $90 for Ghost of Tsushima to be on PC for $60.
Hold on. Can you say that again? Can you say that again real quick, Alex?
Let me repeat that again. I think Sony is making PlayStation fanboys pay $90 for the director's cut of Ghost of Tsushima so that it comes on PC for $60.
PC tax. I heard they're gonna change Nix's name to the whole Slate California or some shit.
Yo, imagine Kofi. Think about it like this, right? Imagine paying $500 for a brand new console, having nothing to play besides maybe one or two games on that new console, paying for online service, having a service like Game Pass that isn't as good, doesn't have the backwards compatibility, doesn't have all the old games that you can actually download and play in backwards compatibility. You can only stream them. Doesn't have games day and date. You pay for that, and then turn around and pay for next gen upgrades.
Man,
Yo, imagine being somebody who paid for that, dude.
You know what, man? All I gotta say is PC man's eating nice. We eating really, really, really nice on the PC side, man. It's time for some of y'all. You know what, Jack?
Wait, did you say we?
Of course,
shit.
of course. Now, we. Oh, what are you trying to say?
Wait.
What are you trying to say, Alex?
Wait.
Someone was it not we,
Now-
Alex?
Now
When was
it's
it not
we?
we? When was it not we?
I want to know when it was we.
When was it not we, Alex? Now you
See,
pulling up
because
on me,
J-Man
your
tried to
brother.
pulled the we on me last week. Oh, like we eating good. I
But
said,
J-Man is definitely a fake PC gamer. That's a fact, though. J-Man's a fake. J-Man is definitely a fake PC gamer, though.
Who is this we?
first of all, when it comes to the whole slate, ain't nobody in this bitch beat none of them PlayStation games that came to PC anyway. So I don't want to hear shit about we when it comes to this whole slate shit. I probably got the most hours in the PlayStation games that came to PC out of everybody up in here.
But we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna pretend that
I was
mans
gonna
are not
play
in here gaming on PC all the fucking time. We ain't gonna do that, Alex. We ain't gonna do that. You see us in the Discord all the time, and we on that PC. Where we at? We on PlayStation? No, we on PC all the damn time.
You play Counter
So
Strike?
we ain't gonna do that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Once again, as I don't play Counter Strike, so I guess I'm not PC.
You play
PC
Diablo?
gamer.
You play
I do not
Diablo?
play Diablo. I guess I'm not a PC guy. Whatever. Or I don't prefer
Ain't nobody
PC
playing the
because
whack
of that.
ass games though.
Of course, you gotta play Counter Strike. You gotta play Dota, or you gotta play World of Warcraft. You gotta play them games. That's what makes you a PC gamers. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot, guys. Sorry.
Man,
I'm
you
sorry.
A lot
bro.
of spookiness up in here, yo.
Yeah, man. So this is very, very interesting. And you know what's funny? Once this news got announced that Nixus has been acquired by PlayStation, you know, a studio that only ports games to PC, we got some PlayStation fans thinking that a new IP is coming to PlayStation.
They
They be thinking.
I know what they did. Alex, go ahead.
Yo, they took a job posting.
Yup.
That is y'all listen, y'all are trying to find something.
They're trying to find anything.
Anything.
Hey,
to
it's so
grasp
funny.
Onto. Like, oh, we're getting a new IP. Y'all took a job posting from 10 plus months ago.
That job post the old.
I know,
That
exactly.
hasn't been filled. That has not been filled.
Yeah, it's funny as
Thinking
hell.
like,
Yeah.
oh, it's gonna be a new IP. No, motherfucker. We getting
Guys are so
God of
stupid.
War. We getting Last of Us. We getting Factions 2. We getting Ghost of Tsushima. We getting Spider-Man. We getting Returnal. We getting Ratchet and Clank. We getting all your games.
Let me just tell y'all something real quick.
And I'm not gonna have to pay for online when we play Factions.
Yo, Jack. Someone in the comments says your stomach look like it hurt, man. Jack, how do you feel about Nixon? How do you feel about Nixon? How do you feel about Nixon getting acquired by PlayStation?
Some spoiled coleslaw. That's what you're getting at, motherfucker.
What do you think, sir? What's your take on this?
What's my take on this?
Yes, sir. Yeah, what's your take on this, sir?
I would like to know how it benefits a core PlayStation gamer. I would like to.
I can answer that.
Jimmy Ryan Nut. I already know what you're gonna say, but how you what you?
Okay, you're. I'm gonna say because
Jack.
Say,
but
hold on, I'm speaking to you, my brother, because this was one of your biggest complaints, and I actually co-signed this with you when it came to Horizon Zero Dawn and the terrible PC port that it was at launch. Jack, you were one of the first people to say, damn, now the actual developers from the game gotta come off of whatever they're doing and actually probably work on this PC port to fix it, and that might put a little bit of a delay on Forbidden West. Well, now, if you have Nixus in the building, one of the most well-renowned port makers in the game,
thank you.
They don't have to worry about working on the PC version. They can stay over there and make sure the console version is the best that you can get, and Nixus can handle the PC port. It's perfect. It's a win-win for everybody. Nobody loses. You should have no problems.
Yeah, check PSP means I'm fucking dying.
PlayStation has so many other issues. Like, I don't know. They got it. Whatever.
Yeah, Jack, you're right. You got it.
Speechless. They looking out for you, dog.
They got a lot of issues.
Check this. Yo, let me put this on the screen real quick. Let me put this on the screen. Oh my god, let me put this on the screen real quick. Yo, I'm fucking crying, bro. That's funny as hell. Hold on, let's see if I can put this on the screen.
Oh my god, dude.
Yo, that's funny as hell. Yo, shit is funny as shit.
That's hilarious.
Hold on, let me zoom in.
I do want to add that Nixus ain't working on no IP anytime soon.
No, not at all.
Like, y'all seen what happened with Ben Studio when they were done with Days Gone, and like Sony was like, "Nah, fuck Days Gone too. We're gonna put y'all on Last of Us Help." Nixus is gonna be on Help and ports until they figure out what they got going on with a new IP.
That's pretty much what they're gonna do.
Exactly. They're clearly gonna be a support studio for PlayStation. You know, I don't think they're gonna be creating new IPs or anything like that, but they're gonna be a support studio.
I really think they picked a good one. I really, really do. I think they picked a good one for that specifically because they are, even though the Human Revolution port and Mankind Divided port are a little bit, let's say, GPU heavy, and some of their ports can be a little bit wonky, they are one of the better port companies that you could actually pull up and actually take in. So I'm expecting Forbidden West. I'm expecting a lot of games to start coming. It may not happen immediately, but it will happen over time. And that I think is the best part.
Bro, they're laying the groundwork, man. Like that's what
they're doing.
Yo, but Jay Main, we sat on this podcast for it's not like we've been talking about this shit for a hot minute. You know how much smoke man's caught for this PlayStation games going to PC shit? You know how much smoke man's caught for this shit? But now look where we at. Oh man, shit is crazy, man.
It's like every week it's something different every week. It's crazy. It really is.
Yeah.
And but to give the PlayStation guys some like I don't know, a little bit something positive out of how we're breaking the news down. I think maybe even they could help or work on getting PS3 ports over or some shit like that.
That'd
putting the PlayStation Now.
That'd be cool.
Just figuring that whole situation out because you got a team that you can dedicate that time to. If 3 motherfuckers in the basement can get the PS3 emulator working on the internet, then they should be able to put some money into these guys and really get PlayStation Now where it needs to be with the whole PlayStation Legacy library on there and getting other ports on the store and shit like that. So
imagine if PS Now had downloadable PS3, PS2,
and PS1
and PS1 games, so you could just back compat on your PS5. Like if they had the full library That
Yeah.
would be one of the biggest blows to Microsoft you could possibly even make, because in my opinion, the PlayStation library from PS1 to PS3 completely demolishes 90% of any console generation. The only one you could hold a candle to it is the SNES. But even just like PS1, PS2, you're looking at like billions of hours of phenomenal games that people have not had a chance to play. And J-Man, imagine if they went back and they gave us the original start screen and boot screen intros every time we got one of the old games.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
People
Now we're
gonna be
cooking with
making
peanut
videos
oil.
just sitting at those screens.
Yo, I would fall asleep with just that fucking PS2 menu screen
That
on.
that PS2
That's
menu
it,
music
dude.
was
That is the
fire.
jam. You would
That's
just hear
like
listen to the
perfect
waves.
meditation music right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
But I hate Sony.
It's good news, man. It's definitely good news, and all the pieces are clearly lining up. You know, Matt's been had the vision for a long time, yo. So we're gonna see, man. We already know Uncharted 4 is rumored to be coming to PC. It was leaked in the documents, so let's see what happens in the future. You know, only time will tell what's gonna come to PC. Another studio that was rumored to get acquired by PlayStation, but I think was later debunked by some developers, was Blue Point, Jamie.
Yeah, they at the time the Housemark news went live, PlayStation Japan tweeted out. It's funny because I guess their tweet, it was in Japanese. I didn't even get a chance to translate it, but it looks like they're like congratulating
Housemark
on
Yeah.
joining the family. But the goddamn picture was Blue Point Games, and even had the picture of the Demon Souls guy in the background. So,
Yeah.
looking
It's
like they
weird.
might have jumped the gun a little bit on that, because you don't get in Photoshop and make something like that if it's
Exactly, it's
not,
weird.
if it's not something in the works. Like, you don't
whole-
do that.
A whole lot of human errors from PlayStation this generation. They're making a whole lot of errors when it comes to images, graphics. Like, what's going on over there? They can't get a good graphic designer to like get shit right, because you're right. Official page tweeted this, and somebody had to go out and put Blue Point, do the edits for this, just to say, yo, this shit is wrong. Like, how does that even make sense? So I actually expect Blue Point to get acquired by PlayStation at some point. I don't think this should surprise anybody too. It's just like a studio like Insomniac and Housemark, where they have a very deep relationship with PlayStation. You know what I mean? So if Blue Point gets acquired by PlayStation, it's not going to be a shocker to nobody. It shouldn't be.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that sparked a little bit of a conversation on the timeline again about what people would want Blue Point to do if they came on board with PlayStation. So
Remakes.
That was stupid. That was stupid. Anybody that said they wanted to make new IPs is, first of all, I mean, it's not necessarily a dumb idea, but y'all haven't played most of these games that they remake it. So, like, I don't understand how you want to do it. That was stupid. Most of these motherfuckers start gaming in 2014, right? So, like, what you play Legend of Dragoon on PS1? Like, shut up.
You know what? Like, I'm all for studios trying new things, you know. That's how we get like great shit too. But you know, if that's your specialty, which it looks like clearly it's your specialty in remaking stuff, then I say, yo, PlayStation has a huge back catalog of legendary games that they can bring back to the modern gamer. You know, like Jack said, a lot of us, or not like a lot of people in general, haven't played some of these classic games. So if they can even have Blue Point in the mix, just remaking the classic PlayStation games, and that would be pretty amazing in my book, you know. So I'm all for
remakes they made. I didn't play Shadow of Colossus and Demon Souls. Yeah, a lot of people asking for Legend of Dragoon. I think Metal Gear Solid
is a popular one.
Don't touch it.
Touch it.
Touch
They
it.
need to remake that.
Put fingers, hands, all up in that game.
They already remade that game. They remade Twin Snakes, dude. And it was
Well, remake it again. Remake it again. Remake it again.
Remake that.
Remake it again.
Remake the remake.
Remake that. Exactly.
Do not touch it. Yes, leave it alone.
Alex, the original is still there for you to play and enjoy.
I have it on GOG. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the problem then? So what's the problem
Just
then?
don't fuck, because I'm gonna get it, right?
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be fucking mad.
You're gonna end up liking it. You like RE2?
I'm gonna hate it. Yeah, I don't. Just don't Don't do that to me.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole argument where you guys don't want the remake's gonna spoil the original. Like I get that. If it's in trusted hands, then I say go for it because you have both. You have the original and you have the remake. I think we had this conversation before, so I don't want to get into it. But you have both there. We have both there, so it's not even an issue, man.
It's like Final Fantasy VI, right? Just leave it alone. Just leave it the way it is. It's pristine. Just leave it the way it is. It's like,
man,
I'm afraid it's gonna be good.
If they treat it with care, then
bad.
That's what he's scared of.
But if it's bad, then you just got the old one.
You got the old one. That's my whole argument. You got the old one.
Because then it's a waste of time, right? They could have done something else. I feel like certain games.
Oh, you actually care about developers now.
Should be left
I
pristine.
couldn't tell when you were stealing all the
when I
Nintendo
pirate
games.
It's stealing other games. That's a good
one. Pay for games?
This guy's a fool, bro.
Cute.
This guy's a fool. But Blue Point, man, so we're probably gonna see them getting acquired by PlayStation in the future. Like it's not a shocker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Alex.
I could have sworn they was working on their own original IP. This was like right with Shadow of the Colossus, but I could have swore they said they was gonna work on the original IP too, though.
Nah, they said the next game they doing is a remake and it's going to set the bar for visuals.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. I hope it's a classic.
Set the bar.
Preferably a game I haven't played, man. Hopefully it's a game I actually haven't played. I'm about that, yo. Because there's a lot of classics that, I missed. There's some games I just missed that I didn't get to play, so.
I would want to see him do a new IP, but shit, if it's all remakes, cool. You said, PlayStation got enough.
Exactly. Super chat break.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do that.
All right. The first one is from the Ravenflow for $4.99. Sup, guys? At Sony purchase today screams whole slate.
Yes, sir.
Jet Life 504 for the $1.99. Bill Cosby is free, fellas. Free R. Kelly.
Whoa,
whoa, chill.
We don't do that. Listen, this is a video game podcast. Do not. Jet Life 504 again for the $1.99. Ratchet had mid bosses and lack of enemy variety. The superior artist for the $5. To be fair, Kofi, it took Gamer 2323 2 years to beat OG Persona 5 on stream.
That's fucking crazy.
Just throw Jack some slack for Royal. At least he didn't take forever to beat it.
2 years?
2 years?
That's
And I'm halfway
crazy.
through the game.
Mikhail for the $4.99. About time for me to build a PC. Whole slate, devil smirk emoji.
Yes,
still
sir.
might want to wait.
You should still definitely wait at least until next year, because once everything goes to Ethereum 2.0 and Bitcoin keeps crashing because of China, GPUs will be at MSRP again. So you should definitely wait. Sofa Spy for the $5. Sony cheating on ponies with PC mans, telling them, don't worry about him. He's just a friend.
Yo, if you read that statement of the Knicks' purchase, that shit just screams like they're gonna be doing support in
Every game.
Port. Yo, it literally says something about like them helping assist PlayStation Studios or adding to what PlayStation Studios are already doing. Like that shit is just like they not making nothing new.
It's fucking wild, dude.
Read that shit again. So I'll read between the lines. That shit is funny as hell.
Wraith the Emperor for $2. Oh man, Kofi said he will smoke a man's clock for this.
Huh? What are you talking
That's
about?
what he said. That's
What are you
he
talking
said.
about?
What?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking
Is
about.
the correct word clock, or did he mean something else?
I have
He
no
said
idea
that
what
he
he's
wrote the
talking
word-
about.
Listen, I read it the way it's written.
What you trying to suck on another man, Kofi?
He said,
First of all, I never said anything like that. Okay, sir.
What you trying to suck, Kofi?
I haven't said anything like that, sir. Continue, Alex.
so somebody go back to the chat logs.
Somebody
and find
lying. That's
out.
all I know. Somebody's lying.
Weeb Plutia for $2. If they had PS1 support, then I'd be playing OG RE3. I think the GameCube version of RE3 is better. It's just me.
Oh,
Captain's
somebody said you
sidekick.
said smoke got caught.
Oh. He says no, but the chat says, "Oh man, Kofi said he will smoke a man's clock."
What the fuck are y'all talking about, bro?
I don't know.
We can work through this.
You want to talk about Father Time? Captain's
Alright.
sidekick for the 5 Canadian. Did nobody else get that joke? For the
my
5
God.
Canadian, we need to be baptized. So these so-called PC gamers with the 4-hour stream of CS:GO/Dota 2. I honestly think Kofi will like it because Dota is pure gameplay.
Negative.
Notorious Nicholas for the 5 Australian. RIP to all Silent Hill fans with myself. With the Bloober game announcement,
Ooh.
just get Blue Point to
We're
remake
getting
the
into
first
that
game.
next.
We'll be fine with that. Devin Sengar for the 5 Canadian. My apologies that I'm late for the podcast. Did you guys talk about the Ghost of Tsushima director's cut? Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
thought
We
that
get
was
into
Game
that.
of Thrones. Let's see what the fuck you mean Game of Thrones.
Asad Al Sahin for the 199. PC takes your girl after she got a BBL and lipo.
Low key. Low key.
Damn, that's actually a good ass analogy.
That it?
right there.
Low
That's
key.
fair
facts.
analogy.
Low key.
That's facts.
King Kiso for the 5. I think it's awesome everyone wants to play PlayStation games, but PlayStation doesn't want any other platforms games.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay.
last. Okay, we
Wait,
got one more.
more.
Let's do that.
From my boy Tony Esquire, who's always in my streams every single time for the 5. Thank you. What's good, PSP peeps? Yo, Alex and Kofi, take me off the ledge. J-Man and Jack's Ratchet streams got me missing console. You're not missing out.
Get
you
one,
a
man.
5, boy.
Get
you
one,
a
man.
5, man. It's worth it, man. I say it's worth it.
Tony, you spent like $1 bajillion on your PC, dude. You're insane. Jay for $5. According to Jack's main man, Herman, Nixus helped Guerrilla ship Killzone Shadowfall in time for launch. So maybe they'll not just do PC porting.
Yeah, they're like a support team too. So, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. So, someone mentioned Silent Hill in the super chats. So, I know last podcast y'all were breaking down the whole Hassan abandoned and all that crazy mess, right? So, apparently the app that was supposed to release got delayed until August. So I think, is this the second delay? Is this the second delay of that app?
This might be the third delay. Based on
The
what I
third
was
delay
looking
of
at.
that?
Because the first original picture had said something about the 20th of June. And then I think he had announced the 20, what was last Friday? The 25th, I think it was the delay. And then now, I think it was like the 22nd it actually was announced. And then the 25th was announced. And now we got August or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So second
So-
or third.
The rumors have been going crazy with this guy, Kojima, Silent Hill. And this week, the news hit the fan. So, yeah, Silent Hill looks to be coming back. But it's not looking to be a game from Kojima.
Nope.
It's confirmed that Bloomberg and Konami has partnered.
Bloomberg.
Is it blue? What is it? Was it blooper? My bad. Did I say Bloomberg? My bad. That's my bad. It's
Jason
blooper.
Schreier, fucking-
Yeah. So it's blooper. Yeah, blooper team. The people who made The Medium, Blair Witch, and another trash ass horror game is likely making y'all Silent Hill game. And you know what? You know what's funny too? I felt like I've heard this rumor floating around a couple months ago too. I lied. That's not the. Didn't we hear like blooper team was working on a Silent Hill? Could possibly be making a Silent Hill. I swear we heard this before.
Yeah, because they came out and said that they're working on I think they said even a horror game with a very famous publisher or some shit like that. So people was like, "Oh, that's probably Silent Hill," but nobody wanted to believe it.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
So, blooper team is most likely making y'all Silent Hill game, man. So y'all be
So
prepared
you
for
know
that.
what? Like I thought about this, right? And I wasn't very high on it and I wasn't very low on it. I was kind of like in the medium.
Stupid.
What's wrong with this dude?
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck are you talking about? Shit
I see what
stinks.
you did there.
Can we get some tomatoes in the chat, please?
Fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks. Fuck are you talking about?
I
Shit
really thought you was
stinks.
gonna say something. All right.
Tomatoes in the chat.
Got it.
Tomatoes.
They're gonna pulverize you in the chat. Out.
Give us some tomatoes. Give us some tomatoes.
Pull.
Are you gonna finish it with a
Done.
pulverize? Pull.
Hey, yo, that dude belongs to Freezer, bro.
That was the worst.
Bro, somebody sent me a video. He did it again. He did it in another battle.
What?
I was like, what the fuck?
Yep.
The pulverize? You didn't hear about that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit is horrible.
Yeah. So
I'm a dad. I can. Do
All right,
that. I'm a dad.
okay, so now we know what who's probably making the next Silent Hill game. So what does it mean for this abandoned game now? What does it mean for this abandoned game?
Gonna flop.
DOA.
See, that's what I was thinking. See, I had a debate with actually Tony. Shout out to Tony, and he thinks that low-key the game is gonna do better because of all this controversy and mystery surrounding what it is. But I'm on the side where, okay, now we know that this is not a Kojima, it's not a Silent Hill game. Good luck to these developers, yo. Hopefully their game looks good, because if it does not look good, it's gonna crash and burn really fast. It's gonna be dead on arrival, because all the people that were hoping that it was gonna be a Silent Hill game, all the people that are hoping that it was gonna be a Kojima game, if it's none of that shit, and y'all were kind of playing into the whole conspiracy, damn, y'all finished. That's how I see it.
You know what's funny about this? Not only is that game gonna flop, this new Silent Hill is gonna flop because most of the people that's clamoring for this ain't never fucking played Silent Hill before.
That is true.
Like,
that is
can
true.
we just speak on that? Like, Silent Hill Glory Days was in the PS2. A lot of these dudes is like 20-something years. Y'all wasn't playing this shit, bro.
Jack, you know what it is? It's like a Shenmue 3, The Last Guardian situation. No, but hear me out. It's like one of those kind of situations where there's this huge presence online of people, begging for the game. It catches traction, and then other people start asking for, we can't wait for this game. We can't wait for this game. And when the shit drops, it goes triple styrofoam, bro. Like, I don't know, like a lot of people be just hyping shit on the internet. You know what I mean? It is what it is, yo. Look, I guess there was actual look for the Silent Hill and the PT. I think that one was actually generating real hype, and I think because also Kojima's name was tied, the name's tied, to that game. That's why that game was generating a lot of fucking hype. And what they did with marketing and the whole PT demo, obviously it caught a lot of eyes, and Kojima. As much as, some people try to like shit on him, his name is big. When his name is stamped on something, then people get, extremely hyped for it. But when we really go back and we look at Silent Hill sales, because I went back and looked at it, the franchise is not. Look, I'm not saying the franchise is bad, but it's not even really that popular like that. Like in terms of like sales like that. The games haven't really done that well. Do you know Resident Evil 5 sold more than every single Silent Hill game?
Like, a lot of these games, they got like real big online fan bases. The games don't fucking sell, bro. Look at Metroid. Like,
Metroid's another example too.
2 or 3 million. Like, come on, man. Y'all don't really be buying these games for real, bro.
You know what?
Y'all be acting anyway.
Yeah, I'm thinking Metroid Dread is probably gonna shatter records for the franchise.
That's probably the most successful one.
Yeah, because any game on the Switch at this point is selling like hotcakes. But yeah, Silent Hill has never been one of them franchises that to do crazy numbers. That's not judging the quality of the game. Once again, it's not judging the quality of the game and how good it is. But hopefully Blooper Team, hire some great developers, I guess, to come and create the game that people really want. Because J-Man, you played the medium and you said the game was okay, right? The medium wasn't too bad, right?
It was bad.
It was bad? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit was borderline trash. But I did. It had a few,
I thought you said positive things about it, though. I heard you saying positive things.
I did. I didn't want to completely trash the game. I couldn't, because I did enjoy how they told the story, and I enjoyed what the story was. But gameplay wise, performance wise, visual wise, everything else was terrible. It was terrible experience to play. I just like the story. I could have watched that game on YouTube and be like, I like this story. So when I think of a game like Silent Hill that it's a horror game, like they can nail they can nail like atmosphere, music, and storytelling. But when it comes to the gameplay department, they're going to need a lot of help in order to make whatever the hell they're doing. I don't know, because we're hearing things that this isn't the only Silent Hill project in the works. So maybe this is them working on. I'm hoping maybe they're doing like remasters of the popular game, maybe 1 and 2 or something like that. And somebody else is doing the big Silent Hill like sequel. But I don't know. I just don't have any faith at all that if this is who's making the next Silent Hill game, that it's gonna be good, because they need a lot of help.
You know what? Blandry actually made a pretty good comment in the chat that I actually do want to read. Shout out to Blandry. He says, people just be hyping classic games they never played to seem credible to their gaming peers. Notice everybody loves the Dreamcast, but it flopped. A lot of that goes around. A lot of people, you know what it is? A lot of people ain't honest. A lot of people ain't honest on what they played and what they didn't play, right? Because a lot of these old games out here, we can't go back and check on a man's credentials. You know what I mean? A lot of these old games, a lot of people saying they played this game in the past and all of that. That most likely a lot of them didn't play just because they're known classics and stuff like that. For me,
weird,
for me, I always felt that was weird too. I can openly come out and say a lot of these, like Chrono Trigger, I've never played. Legend of the Dragoon, I've never played. I want to talk about the games I fucking played. I don't know why that's such a bad thing. Like, we all come from different eras in gaming. Right? You don't really get. We all come from different eras too. You know what I mean? Like, our all of our age groups be different. We got some older gamers and we got some younger gamers too. So just, whatever you played, you played. It is what it is. You went back and played something cool. But people are always trying to fake the funk. You know what I mean? People are always trying to fake the funk for some shit, man. So
we got a little bit of pushback on that, Kofi, because I feel like just some games just have that core fan base on the internet that represents what those games sell. Because look at Persona. We just got news that the Persona franchise hit 15 million. Persona 5 Royale did like 1.4 million over a year since it's been out. If you go on the internet, you would think Persona is a game that sells fucking 15 million in one version of the game. By the way,
that is true. I see what you're saying.
So
the vocal minority is very loud. It's very loud. It's very loud. For that shit,
I think that there are certain games where the internet voice is just like very loud, and that's who supports the game, and that's pretty much it. So I get what you're saying though about cappers and shit that haven't played the game since they were a kid or something like that and get on the internet. But I do think there's some games in that bracket that might just be an internet thing.
Yeah, man. Because what's it called? I'm 28. There's games from the NES, Super Nintendo that I missed because I was a child. I wasn't buying video games. I wasn't a grown adult. I was at the mercy of what my parents could buy and what my brothers had too for a lot of games. You know what I mean? So I've always been honest on what the games I played and I didn't play. Like, I've always been honest about that. And you're definitely right. You bring up a great point. Because when it comes to like games like Persona like that, like it's very popular online, and I'm pretty sure the people are excited for it. But I feel like it's just a loud vocal minority, because you do look at the sales. We got news that it sold 15 million, and even Persona 4 Golden sold 1 million on PC, which was great, which we're going to talk about, because I think I saw Jack saying that was trash, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. So the whole Silent Hill situation, I think the saga is starting to look like it's coming to an end. Do you see people what's it called, still holding on to the conspiracies?
Hell no. It's over for that.
I think it's over for it, right?
It's gonna. The reason why I think why it's gonna be bad for that abandoned game is because we're hearing that what they showed in that trailer wasn't even the game. So a lot of people was giving him it the benefit of the doubt, because damn his fucking name. He was on the podcast last week and I forgot his name. I have terrible memory. I apologize. Red Hood. My bad. But he came in and broke down a lot of stuff. I got a bad memory, right? I got
Red
5
Hood
kids.
is very forgettable. That's my man's though. That's
I didn't
my
say
man.
that.
Don't do
Red
that.
Hood. I didn't
Don't
say
do that,
Red
Red
Hood. I love
Hood.
you, dog. I fuck
Don't
with
do
you.
that.
You my guy.
Don't do that
Right.
to Red Hood. Shout out to Red Hood, man.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's my man. That's my man.
Yeah, like a lot of people was giving this game the benefit of doubt for how it looked, how it was getting rolled out, because they thought, oh, this is Kojima fucking with us. And now that we realizing that, hold up, this ain't Kojima. Like, they gonna criticize this game very harshly. And
Yeah.
hey man, that's how the internet rolls, man. When you play with the internet, you gotta be able to deal with the consequences.
All right. Do you think they kind of they kind of went with the conspiracies? They kind
A
of went
little bit,
along
they
with
did.
it. I think they went along with it a little bit, at least. They came out and said it wasn't, because I did see the tweet. But low key, it seems like they kind of plotted for this shit, man. It's just all the coincidences. They had to have done some plotting for this shit, man.
Yeah. And then that thing, the game starts with an S, ends with an L. Like they definitely played into it a little bit, and enough to get the fans' wheels turning. Like, oh wait, hold up, and then the fans took it from there. And once
Exactly.
that's it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's talk about Persona, since that came up. The franchise has sold 15 million copies, and Persona 4 Golden did 1 million on PC.
Yep.
Jack, why is this terrible, and why is this a flop?
I mean, it's the way PC gamers talk, and I read Steam had like over 1 billion registered accounts. They got at least 150 million active accounts. Every time a PlayStation game don't sell, 10, 20 million on an install base of 150 million, you can only move 2 million. What is going on? Everybody doesn't want to play this game. So, with 150 million active users, to take over a year to sell 1 million copies. What the fuck going on over there? And the game was dirt cheap. I know y'all like to steal over there, but goddamn, shit. What's going on, baby?
So Alex,
What's going on is
right? Since you're the real PC gamer, right, Alex? So what's your rebuttal to that? What's your rebuttal to that, sir? Are you good, sir?
Gotta get you all right? You all right?
You good?
Down the wrong pipe.
He trying to cook up some bullshit. He finna say, look at him.
He's trying to think. He's trying to think right now. He's trying to think.
He's like, let me come back 15 more seconds.
The bullshit went right back down.
Oh, Jesus.
He tried to speak it out.
You tried to make a
down,
fucking
choking on
joke
bullshit.
about your girl sitting on my face, but it didn't come out. Oh, Jesus. So, Jack, on PC, we have so many more types of games to play. And those 3 games are CSGO, Dota 2, and Path of Exile. That's why nobody bought that fucking game.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
No, but for real, like the fact that it even sold 1 million, like what is it, like a 15-year-old game?
Yeah.
Something around there, yeah.
It's a 15-year-old PS2 game that was probably emulated
Already
by
on
everybody
PC.
on PC
True.
across the board, and then it sold 1 million copies on top of that. Like,
How much copies of the Vita? Real quick, how much copies of the Vita sell?
Nobody
Exactly.
knows.
Jack, do you have any reports on that? All right, let's while you talk, Alex, I'm gonna
I
find
know it was over 1 million, but the Vita was a DOA.
But how many years did it take for it to sell 1 million on the Vita?
Who knows? How long did it take the Vita to sell 1 million units?
That's really the point, right? You're trying to make an argument for like a whole thing when the argument really is in less than a year it sold 1 million units on a 15-year-old game that was emulated beforehand on an install base of 150 million. Like, you're looking at it from like from a perspective of an actual fanboy, and not someone who's like looking at it from like an actual logical perspective. That's 1 million units that they sold on that type of game. Imagine what it'll be like when P5R comes to PC. It's just gonna fucking blow out.
Hold on, Alex. Hold on, Alex. Hold on, Alex. I just want to put this number out there. So this is the latest article I could find. It says Persona 4 Golden has shipped 1.5 million copies worldwide as of December 31st, 2019.
What?
So it shipped
I'll put here.
1.5 million. It didn't sell
Here.
1.5
Here,
million.
I'll put it in the chat so if y'all think
That's
I'm
that's
bullshitting.
physical. I don't even buy physical video games. I buy digital.
No, it says including digital sales. It says including digital
that's-
sales.
Wow.
Yes.
So Jack,
2019.
so what you're
Like,
telling
read
me
it.
is,
Read it right
Okay,
there.
let me ask you a question.
so
So
PC
the
Gamer
PC
sold
did-
in 6
Shit.
months.
So a 15-year-old game, Alex, right?
Yeah, 15-year-old game.
How much do you think it costs them to even port this shit on
Man,
PC? Probably
Like
next
$15.
next
Like
next to
$15
nothing,
cost
because the
them.
port
Let me
wasn't
ask
the port didn't even have like bells and whistles. It was a basic ass
took,
port.
like, 2
It was
dudes
probably
to
so
port it.
cheap. It was
me
probably
ask a
so
question,
cheap, and it sold 1 million. And this is somehow bad, Jack.
All right. So you on Google, right? I want you to Google how much is 1 million of 15 million, and how much is 1 million of how many ratings? Hey man,
I
if
see
you
it.
got a better rate.
It
you
don't, Jack. It doesn't
Dead
even matter. What you're looking
dead
at is just you're looking at just very black and white things. When we know things are very gray, and you know that because you try to pull the gray whenever you talk about your PlayStation, right?
dead platform.
So we're looking at a 15-year-old game that cost nothing to port, that sold almost as many units in
7 years.
6 months
7
to a
years,
year.
bro.
Okay,
Compared
how
to
long
7
was
years.
compared to 7 years in what, like a year
Yep.
on
Yeah.
Steam? So
Yeah.
1 year on Steam is 7 years on a PlayStation platform, Jack.
Damn.
I just
If
got a
it-
question.
look.
How many
So
registered
if you want to look at numbers,
users are on Steam? That's all I'm asking.
baby, baby,
Let
baby.
me- so what happened?
1 year on Steam is 7 years on a PlayStation platform.
Hold on.
Get the good computer, Jack. Go ahead.
Think about so you want to do the numbers? 1 year on Steam is 7
You know what? You know what? We could
years.
shift the conversation to as well, real quick. Is that Atlas do not like money? They absolutely do not like money, because if they liked money, they would have put this on PlayStation 4 digitally as well. You know, if they really wanted money. But I don't know. It seems like Atlas is very strange with their game
So-
releases and where they want to put, their games.
I
at.
don't know, man. I'm just saying, with a platform with 105 more active million users, I just thought it would sell more.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Jack
What
is using
about
the
Persona
argument.
5 Royale, Jack.
What about it?
That came out on PS4, right?
And that was the top selling Persona game ever.
But it
Oh
sold
no,
one
well,
point.
OG Persona 5.
It sold like 1.3 million in a year.
Persona don't sell. You just said the shit don't sell. Like,
So I'm saying, if you want to keep playing this user rate game, we could keep doing it. But it's clear that Persona is just not that big of a game. That's
it ain't
all.
that
when it
game.
comes to sales.
I didn't make the rules. I'm just abiding by them. Okay.
You know, I see. Yeah, Jack is using the argument that he sees, other fanboys use
Other
against
people use it.
PlayStation. But you're
It's
talking
the
to
same
us,
shit
Jack.
They tried to do. It's the same shit they tried to do to KD. With the whole LeBron in the finals and he getting bounced, but he should be the
So-
best player in the world. But
so
when
what
KD got there, he got bounced. He's supposed to
Okay.
be the best player. It's the same
So,
shit.
here's my question. So y'all are saying this I'm being unreasonable with my argument right now. Do y'all agree?
It's not unreasonable. You're wrong.
Okay. So I'm wrong, but y'all good. Y'all are right. I just need
No, we're not
That's
talking
all.
about wrong or right. Look, if you're trying to compare numbers, right, you have to compare them correctly. So if
Okay.
your comparison is 1 million to 150 million Steam users, okay, that's fine. We're also looking at other numbers too, because there are other numbers. 7 years on a Vita, 1 year on PC.
And how long was the Vita actually actively being supported? Like a year. If we being
So-
generous.
So even then, even in the actual first year of that Vita being supported, it still didn't sell the million because it pretty much had
Hey,
nothing
man.
on there.
Hey, take that up with Atlas and the PlayStation.
That's not my problem. We're talking numbers. That's not my problem. This is why Sony bought Nixus, because they're going to port those games to PC for next to nothing and still make more money.
So you think Persona 5 is gonna make more money on PC than it did on PlayStation?
I think so, yeah. I think Persona 5 will make more money, will make more revenue. I didn't say sales, will make more revenue.
No, I mean it's probably gonna be all digital. I'm sure to make more revenue.
You know
on
what?
PC
If
than
if
PlayStation.
Persona 5
100%.
releases on PC, I could see the sales being close to PlayStation. That's what I would say. I'd say the sales would be
gonna
close.
be very
I'm not I'm not gonna say that it's gonna eclipse PlayStation. I'm not gonna go as far as say that, but I think it'll be very similar too. And it all depends to the time frame. I don't know why people act like that's not important as well when these games release. J-Main, Horizon Zero Dawn, right? Do you think if that game dropped maybe just 6 months after the PS4 version, you think the PC sales will be much better?
Absolutely.
How
I
much
think
did it
so.
sell on PC? How much Horizon Zero Dawn?
I
sell
think
on
I
PC?
think they said it did I think it's way past 1 million now though. I think
So,
I think the opening month was 700K. I think that was opening month
let me
or
get
some
this
shit
straight.
like
Yeah,
that.
700K opening month. Yeah.
Opening month or some shit.
So they sold roughly, it's over 15 million now. So they sold over
Oh,
15
yeah.
million on proprietary platform. Then they sold their identity to sell another 700K.
Sold their identity.
So, it is what it is. Where I'm come from, we
Yo.
acknowledge that we wouldn't condone that. You know what I mean? You don't
But
get
didn't they say it was like a 200% profit on that shit?
that's cool. That's
Right,
that's like me saying, the Vita sold 20 units last week. It's a 200% profit. Ain't nobody buying no fucking Vitas, man. You see what I'm saying? So like, what are we really talking about here? So like I just said, they don't get the blessing from me for that dumb ass shit they did. They never gonna get fuck themselves. Fuck them mind. Fuck that. Fuck Sega.
Yeah. Sega.
Well-
What the fuck Sega do?
There you go.
They ain't ported to PlayStation. Fuck them.
Yeah,
You know
he
what's
mad. He mad about that.
The
He's
only reason
mad.
it's at 15 million is because of the PlayStation user base. So how do they replay the PlayStation user base? They say, hey, this game that came out, to little fanfare, but y'all still, bought it, over 1 million copies. Y'all go fuck y'all selves. We're not gonna port it to a console that got like 120 some odd million users. We're gonna port it to this fucking theft box that got 120 million users. All that stuff on there, man. So
Theft box.
see it. I love it. I love it personally, Don't mind me.
But yeah. All right, so let's move on to some other fuckery. I want to talk about it. All right, so J-Man, y'all, I'm gonna leave it to you, man. Break down this Ghost of Tsushima director's cut. Break it down. It was rumored that we're gonna get an expansion for it, and it turned out to be true, right?
Yes. I mean, we thought it was gonna be Ghost of Ikishima, or however you say that dumb shit. But we're getting Ghost of Tsushima director's cut. They announced it today, and pretty much included in this Ghost of Tsushima director's cut, you're getting a brand new expansion, a story expansion for Jin, where you're pretty much going over to Iki. I think that's how you pronounce it. I might be butchering it, but Iki Island.
Iki
Where,
Island or something, yeah.
Yeah. Where, you got some things to take care of over there. So you get a new story expansion, as well as some PS5, exclusive PS5 upgrades, and also some more like other bells and whistles that they're adding to the game, photo mode stuff, DualSense support, load time improvements, 4K options, 60 FPS save transfers, and things of that nature.
Load time improvements. The game was already after the initial load. The game was fucking fast as fuck,
yeah,
even
fast.
on the. It was fast. So what? How much faster can it get? Like it's already fast as fuck.
Man.
Right. Photo mode updates, an option to lock on during combat, which is what I wanted. And
Thank God.
yeah, and then as far as the pricing goes, yeah, that's
This
a
is where it
whole
gets
other
confusing.
conversation.
This is where it gets confusing, bro. Because yo, when did buying games start to get confusing, bro? Like this shit is fucking crazy, bro. Like
when
this shit is,
PlayStation started doing it.
bro. I saw somebody he made like a bulletin, like mad bulletin points. He made at least 4 or 5 of like different pricing models of this upgrade shit. So I want J-Man, you understand it, so you break it down for us so we can understand the price. And if you have a copy of Ghost already,
Yes.
like what's the upgrades looking at, what's the prices? So break it down for us if you
Right.
know.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna start with if you don't have a copy of Ghost. If this is your first time playing Ghost, whether it be on PS4 or PS5, because the director's cut is for both. If you're on PS4, the director's cut version is $60, $59.99. And if you're on PS5, the director's cut is $69.99, so $70 for that version.
Okay, can I
so-
stop you there real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so so the director's cut is obviously going to include expansion, right?
Yep.
Okay, so they're releasing a director's cut version for the PS4 and the PS5.
Yep.
Yes.
All right,
Yep.
so what are the upgrades you get if you buy the director's cut on PS4 and now you got a PS5 system and you want to play on your PS5? So what's the enhancements that you get?
So if you're going from vanilla, a director's cut PS4 to PS5,
Yeah, what do you get?
to the PS5 director's cut. So if you're going from director's cut PS4 to the director's cut version on PS5, you're gonna get all of those exclusive PlayStation 5 features that I listed. Japanese. Oh, I didn't list this one, but Japanese lip sync is another thing that they're adding to the game. You're getting
Fix Japanese lip sync. So because the game could be
Right.
played in English, it has English dialogue and Japanese. You can switch between the two, but they're gonna fix the lip sync for you, right?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Okay.
You're also getting adaptive feedback and haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, 3D audio enhancements, and of course the load time improvements, 4K resolution options at 60 FPS. That's what you're getting.
But wait,
from PS4
wait, I thought-
director's cut to PS5.
But I thought Ghost got patched right on PS5. Isn't
Yes.
it already like 4K 60 already, or no?
Yes.
I don't think
So
it's
what-
4K, but I do know it's 60.
It's
Okay.
it's up. Yeah, it's like 1800p.
Okay.
Wait,
So
you got,
so this is the
That's
finesse
just-
version.
but it-
So this is the
that's
finesse.
upgrade
That's the finesse
this
version.
is a
though.
finesse.
That's that
100%.
the director's cut. So buying the PS4 director's cut and is the finesse version, especially if you want to get the PS5 version. Like, why even buy that version at all? Like, all these things that you list to me, J-Main, seem to be like just patch worthy though.
Basic. Yeah.
Very,
This
very,
is-
very basic.
This is what other studios are doing for free for the most part. Maybe not the Japanese lip sync. That might take some work, but I think a game like this, it deserves something like that anyway, because of the location, the setting, and the
It
type of
sounds
story
like the
that they're
Japanese
telling.
lip sync should be just patched in.
Right.
Especially
It was
with that
one of the
kind of
most
game.
requested features because a lot of people played this game with Japanese voices and maybe like an
I know.
English subtitle, just to get the feel of being in that setting and stuff like that. I know, like,
How do y'all fix something, but charge y'all charging $10 for that fix though, to sync the lips in Japanese? That doesn't even make sense to me. Okay, but continue. Continue.
So yeah, that's pretty much the differences between the PS4 director's cut and the PS5, and they are charging $10. So overall, I do agree. Like games like FF7 Remake even did it where the PS5 updates were free, and then you had to pay for the Yuffie expansion or something like that.
Which is cool.
Yeah, so
Alright.
they should have did it like that if they were going to charge at all. But if you're coming from the other thing too is if you're coming from the PS4 vanilla version of the game and you're going to the director's cut PS5 version, you can't pretty much get the PS5 enhancements without paying for this director's cut expansion. So even if you're on PS5 period and you want to take advantage of like haptic feedback, adaptive triggers and stuff like that, you have to get the director's cut version of the game.
So my next question,
expansion
real
update.
quick, because I'm trying to understand. So pretty much you're telling me you can't buy this expansion on its own then? Is that what it is?
No,
Is it?
you
Or am
can.
I wrong? Oh, you
You
can?
can.
Okay, then.
$30.
You can.
Okay,
You can.
okay.
It's $30
Oh, okay,
by
okay.
itself on PS5. It's $20 by itself on PS4.
Oh, okay, I
You
see,
can.
I see.
But you need
Okay.
this expansion in order to get those PS5 exclusive features like the haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, 4K resolution options, and
Fucking-
stuff like that.
should have been a fucking patch, bro.
Yes.
That should have been a patch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
period.
part should have been a patch. It's that they combined it with the expansion. So they trying to finesse.
See, that's
right
cool.
there, where
That's
they're
cool.
They're combining it with the expansion. It's like, okay, you're getting all of this for $30. So you're not really going to complain.
Yeah, of course, of
Expansion
course.
for $30. But if you don't get the expansion, you're not getting those PS5 upgrades at all.
You know how they finessing it though, because vanilla Ghost of Tsushima is never going to exist on PS5, right? So like
Right.
those patches are exclusive to that version of the game, since the OG version don't exist on PS5. That's how they gonna get around it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's it's nasty. Look, I think if you're buying the expansion version, it's cool. Like the $30 version, right? That comes with the expansion and the features, right? That's cool. Like I actually don't see I don't see an issue with that. But for the people that end up copping the PS4 director's cut going to PS5, they definitely fucking you, bro. They definitely fucking you with that little $10,
dumb
bro.
delivery.
It might be, man. Yeah, man.
The one thing I do want to give them is that they did give us a free multiplayer mode that they're continuing to support and actually adding new modes and stuff like that to it for free. That stuff is still free, but you can kind of look at this whole $30, $10 charge as you motherfuckers gonna pay for this multiplayer somehow, and that's kind of where they kind of getting you at if you on PS5.
Yeah. So yeah, that's only
it's still some bullshit.
That's a little nasty. It's a little nasty for those guys, but it is what it is. I don't have an issue with that $30 price for upgrade for the expansion, though. I don't have an issue with that. I think that's fine. Hopefully the content is good in that. And I like Ghost of Tsushima, man. I thought it was a great game. Anyways, but is there any other upgrades that we should know about? Because I swear there's like 3 ways you can upgrade it, or 3 or 4 ways.
I think that's it for as far as the ways to upgrade. I'm trying to look at. Yeah, I think I laid out all the extra stuff. Like some of this stuff is going to be free in the patch, like the accessibility options for alternate controller layouts, the option to lock on, and stuff like that. That stuff is going to be free in the patch. It's just like the PS5 features that it seems like it's locked behind that whole director's cut shit. And I don't know where the fuck this director's cut shit came from. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Can I? Because look, I keep on seeing people making these false comparisons, like equivalent comparisons. Because I did see someone was comparing this upgrade to me buying. People love to possess some weird shit. To me buying Persona 5 Royal. Is that a valid point, Jack? You tell me if it's a valid point. Persona 5 Royal or paying $10 for Rumble and fixed Japanese lip sync. Is this comparable? Like, is that comparable? No, just tell me. If it is, then I'm gonna shut up. Then.
You know what?
Is it comparable?
I'm gonna say this. That lip sync shit should have been in the patch. I can understand why they not patching that controller shit into the game. I do understand, and I'm not gonna even hold.
Really?
Like,
really?
Yeah, because for them to do that, they would have to pretty much patch the PS4 version to play with the DualSense, and they've already told us it ain't possible. Right? So either
that was some bullshit.
Either they lied to us. They would have to admit they lied to us about that shit, right? Or they gotta exactly see. Mm-hmm. But they should have definitely that lip sync shit. I don't see why that's only doable on the PS5. That don't even make sense. Like, what?
I can't believe people are saying extra story content, new characters, new confidants, new gameplay mechanics. Are comparing that to fixed Japanese lip sync and Rumble, and they're trying to tell me that you can't be saying that's hypocritical. How is it even remotely comparable? But it is what it is, man.
When did we get to a point in this community, man, where everything has to be measured on value? Is that worth it? Is that worth? Ever since Game Pass came around, man, it's like everything is held under this fucking microscope of scrutiny. Like, how long is that game? 4.2 hours.
It's always been held under that scrutiny, dude. No, it's always even when Skyrim came out.
It's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse because you know why? Because they've added microtransactions. They've done fucking the $10 online pass. They've done the fucking season passes day one for pre-order. They've done all this bullshit. They've cut content and they raised the price by $10 fucking dollars. Then they make all kinds of fucking money, and then they want to charge you $10 more fucking dollars for fucking nothing just because you bought a new console. There's no real reason to even do it in the first place. It's because everybody is getting sick and tired of getting nickel and dimed on a consistent basis. Then you're paying for fucking online. You're doing all this bullshit. They keep opening up your fucking wallet, and all you're saying is, "Yes, please give me more. Take more of my money for fucking nothing."
But we gotta stop picking and choosing when this shit is acceptable as well, though. Like, if it's bad,
never acceptable. the thing is, it's never acceptable.
I need
Like
to see
no
it
matter
from-
what
Listen,
company.
yo,
does
but
it,
but
it's
listen
not
to this,
acceptable.
Jack. Listen to this, Jack. You see, you already know my motto, how it goes with it's my money. You already know.
It's my
And
money.
I ran around saying
I want it now.
it's
it.
my money.
Stop
So,
it.
but I'm just saying,
This
like,
is why when
goddamn,
you said
like,
stuff like
at least
weed,
when we're having a discussion, at least about like, you know, you can at least admit it's fuckery though, and if you can buy it, choose to buy it's your money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But you can at least admit that, oh, that's some fuckery that they doing though, and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying though.
I knew nobody was gonna have an issue with this because if y'all remember that whole Spider-Man remaster shit, I thought that was out of line for them to charge for that shit, especially
It
since
was.
you know we had other devs giving away free. I'm like, yo, why the
Right.
fuck? It's a first party studio on top of that. Like, you ain't trying to get no goodwill with that. So when I heard how much this shit, first of all, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I'm thinking the story is going to extra island and all this shit is going to warrant the price. So I'm not really even tripping off that. But what I'm saying is like, none of this shit surprised me, man. Like I would just assume it's such. And when Last of Us Director's Cut come out and with the factions mode, you gonna
That'll
have
be $70.
it's gonna it might be listen, it might be more standalone. That shit might be like $50. So yeah, you're gonna have to pay like you weigh. I'm not surprised by none of this shit, man, at all.
Yeah,
I think it's also it's also jarring too when you look at what like I know what they did with the remaster for Spider-Man, but like Miles Morales, like you were able to upgrade to the PS5 version for free, and that included better visuals, haptic feedback, even though it wasn't the greatest, but you know all that shit that they're trying to like lock behind this upgrade that's coming with this expansion is like some of that shit was free.
That was a native PS5 game. You see what I'm saying?
What,
like,
Miles Morales?
yeah.
No, that's on PS4 too.
But what I'm saying is there is a native PS5. There is no native version of Ghost of Tsushima without that DLC. It's on the only native PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima is gonna be the director's cut. You see what I'm saying?
No, I do.
I see some people in the chat maybe confused of what we talk. Nobody's saying we want the expansion for free. Let me say that before y'all start writing some dumbass content. Nobody's saying. No, I'm just seeing people say, look, nobody's saying we want the expansion for free. We're saying the upgrades that is happening from the PS4 director's cut to the PS5 is just a finesse. That's it. That's just all we're saying. Nobody's saying that the expansion should be free.
Definitely did the lips, man. They could have made that.
Yeah, like lip sync is already in the game, right? Oh, I mean, like the Japanese voice acting is already in the game. So for you to fix the lips, so that shouldn't be under a paywall. That's all I'm saying. It's almost a little, almost like, look, we could complain about it, just like how back in the day the PS3 with the hard mode grounded being tied to a $5 charge. Like that's kind of a little corny. Like we could say it's corny. We could just say it's corny. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm not saying go out, boycott the game, don't support the game. We just admitting that it's corny. But for y'all, some of y'all just nut huggers and just can't even admit that like it's corny, bro. At least admit it's corny. That's all we saying.
What I do know is all this shit will probably be free on Game Pass, which you can get for $1.
Wow.
If this was Nintendo, Kofi would pay $60. I don't even own an amiibo. I don't even own a single amiibo. Like that's the funny thing. Niggas just say anything. Man just say anything. Like I don't even own a freaking amiibo, bro. Like what are you even talking about? All right, yo. Let's do a super chat break.
Oh my god,
Dude, Kofi, they're just after you like crazy.
They don't listen. They don't listen. That's all what I'm trying to say. It's just corny. That's all.
Kofi gonna get triggered in about 2 more comments.
Nah. I'm not gonna get triggered.
Kofi get triggered in about 2 to 3
Nah. I'm not gonna get triggered. Nah. I'm not gonna snap today. Not today. I'm chilling today.
I just thought we was the Pony Star podcast, but now we criticize
I can't
PlayStation.
honestly can't wait to the comment section because that's gonna be the topic for my next video. All right, rate the Emperor for $2. Oh man, cool. Okay, sorry, man. Let's see here. Okay, BG Ducking Tactics. Thank you for the $2. Favorite movie trilogy and game trilogy. No duck.
Uncharted and Rush Hour.
Ooh, nah. The third one was a little bit too mid for me to say to make it.
It was still good. It was
The
still
first
good.
two is amazing. The first two is amazing.
The first two definitely better, but the third one. Oh, if not Rush Hour, then I'll go Friday.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying for me, it's probably gonna be it's between these three movies: The Matrix, Lord of the Rings, the original, and the Dark Knight. I think those are probably my three. I've watched those movies so much fucking times, man.
Dark Knight.
Those are probably my favorite
You
trilogies.
talking about
that I
a
could think
third
about.
movie being mid?
Yeah, that movie. That
But
third movie.
it's not comparable. Rise is way
Batman Begins was underrated.
Rise.
Batman Begins was
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rise is not as good as the other movies, but let's not try to say it's trash. So let's not do that.
It's pretty.
The Fire Rider.
You were
Right,
born-
man. I was born in the darkness.
This is why you guys have
You're
the,
back, Batman.
you guys have the
he throw-
worst fucking
That joint
taste.
was trash.
Goofy.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not
Trilogy.
trash. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Best movie
Yes,
trilogy
brother.
is Back to the Future.
What you say?
Go ahead, Alice. You said Back to the
Back
Future.
to the Future is the best movie trilogy.
That's a good one. I love
But
Back to the Future.
Probably say the Metroid Prime series to be the best game trilogy.
Alright.
Prime.
Let me put y'all up on knowledge. Best game trilogy. God.
I'm about to say God of War. I'm about to say God of War with Jack. Low key. Low key. I'm about to say that. Low key. It is. Yeah.
It doesn't.
Low
That,
key.
does that really count? Because there's God of War 2018. So it's not really a
Zeus.
trilogy.
But
Your son
It's
has
it's a soft reboot. It's a soft reboot though. They rebooted it,
So
man.
then would you count Metal Gear? Because Metal Gear 1, 2, and 3.
that could be a trilogy, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but continue to.
Yell it, dog.
Because okay, does a trilogy have to have a hard stop at 3?
No. I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
So you would count. So
Because
so
you
even
can
if
count the
went
Star
4
Wars
or
original
5,
trilogy. Yeah,
You
4, 5.
could. Okay,
Yeah.
so then you could count. So I was thinking of it like it has a hard stop at 3.
I think it just gotta be three things in the city like in a row. Like that's how I feel about it.
So for you it's 3 in a row.
Yeah.
It's not
Or
a hard
3 that
stop at
tell
3.
their own story compared to the other.
Yeah, a
like,
story arc. Yeah, if
movies
it's three
or
in a row.
games.
So then Metal
Like the
Gear.
first.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
So Metal,
say
'cause
Metal
Metal
Gear,
Gear
yeah.
3
Can say that.
is fucking amazing.
Movies.
And Back to the Future is fucking amazing.
I'm gonna go Beverly Hills Cop. 1, 2, and 3. Yes,
That's a good one.
yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. Any other super chats?
There are quite a few. Give me just a moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's go through them quick.
Let's see here.
Finish up this.
Tony Esquire for the 5 Canadian. Blandrew is on crack.
What did you do?
Dreamcast released ahead of the PS2, but the highest selling console of all time. Nothing could have survived PS2's library. Stupid. Jay
Yo,
Harvey for the
that
5.
Dreamcast library was crazy that it came out. For the short life that it had, the first year of that
Yes.
shit was insane.
I think if it would have lived past a year, it would have been.
See, that's a console that I actually own. You know, I actually didn't buy it. My brother bought it and brought it home, and we
we're a
played all the
Dreamcast
games on that
podcast.
shit,
You didn't
man.
know that?
Hey, why is it inspired by that, man? Why is it inspired by that, dog? We a Dreamcast podcast.
Jay Harvey for the $5. Shout out to the cast: Big Musty, Ant-Man, Mr. Game and Watch, and Fratanga Jr.
Wow. Low key.
Also,
Ant-Man.
I heard that Bloober Team had a hand in that latest J. Cole album. Hashtag
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
J. Cole
rude,
got album of the
man.
year no more anyway. So
First of all, I am much more handsome and far more funny than Fratanga. Let's put that right out there right now. Tunde Abimbola for the 5 Canadian. One thing you guys are missing on the Persona sales is that it includes the spin-off games which are on Xbox and Nintendo.
The fighting games, right?
and
That
The
is
arena
fighting
games?
yeah.
are the dancing
arena
ones
games.
or other platforms?
I don't think the dancing games are on Xbox. I think the fighting games are. They're the arena ones.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Iron Mike for the $5. Sucker Punch pandered to all them fake ass Akira Kurosawa film buffs in the media and then charged to have the Japanese lip sync work.
Damn.
You love to
Hate
see
to
it.
see it, or you love to see it. Two-and-Dab and Bowler for the 5 Canadians. Sony is really charging $30 for 4K and haptic feedback to upgrade to PS5. Might as well get the PS4 version for $20. It already runs at a locked 60 FPS, and most people won't miss the small improvements. Or get it on PC.
Oh god.
I need them haptic feedback, man. I need to have.
Yeah, if you don't have Ghost of
Steam-
Tsushima already, buy it somewhere.
Did you know
used
that
or
Steam
something else.
also already has haptic feedback enabled?
It
For
does?
one game, I think.
What
It
game?
does. One
Does.
game.
If you do the beta
Metro.
Steam client, it has it active.
I don't think
really?
it's like
It's active.
I don't think it's supported though by every game.
It's there.
Because I think Metro does it on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
It's
pretty
there,
cool.
my boy. Tony
All right.
Esquire for the 5. Let's be real, Jack. Move. Horizon on PC looks like Halle Berry in Swordfish.
Facts.
The PS4 version is what she looks like today. Great,
Whoa.
not
Hell,
amazing.
What you mean?
100 emoji.
I guess that's kind of be what he made. It still look good on PS4, but it ain't.
But
you know
not
what I mean?
not the PC version though.
It ain't.
Not the
yeah.
PC version.
That PC version look crazy.
Man, nah. The PC version of her Swordfish, the PS4 version, like her in Monster. You know what I mean? Tooting it up. Yeah.
Tooting it up.
Yes, sir.
Nick,
To make
Liquid
me feel
Snake, the
good.
true antagonist, for $5. P5R had some quality of life changes that could have been patched in, but instead they charged a whole $60. Kofi?
Oh, facts.
Bro, they changed the fucking story around. They added new characters. Like a whole bunch of shit is in there. It's not comparable to lip sync. Please, guys, look at what y'all going back and forth with me about. Japanese lip sync. Really. And rumble. Some extra rumble on the triggers, bro. Are we really not doing this? You can't compare the two. You can't compare the two, man.
Hell, your ass, Kofi. That's crazy.
Can't
You
compare
don't
the two.
know.
Ah.
Rystar94 for the $5. Why y'all make Bane sound like Jimmy Neutron's teacher?
Oh, shit.
Man, himself sound like that.
Yes,
Jazzy-
brother.
And Jazzy Jefferson for the 5. Shout out to the podcast. Simply incredible.
Incredible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so
Jack, where'd you get that from?
I got that from Benji Sales, man. If you notice, I only quote tweet him and say that. That's the only time I use that terminology.
Wait, does he say simply incredible too?
He said, I ain't got no problem with that dude. I just hate his fucking tweets though, yo. I fucking hate his tweets. I don't know why.
Shout out to Benji says. Let me tell you, Jack. He
It's,
trying to
it's,
get it.
it's so fucking annoying, bro. His tweets are so annoying.
He's trying to get in on the industry, all right. He's working very hard at it, and he's doing his thing on social media. He's trying to get a job in the industry. So he's playing the game. You know what I mean?
all these fake ass insiders with no actual knowledge. They read these articles and put out bullet point tweets, and that shit be working. I can't stand it, bro. God damn. Not Benji though, man. Simply incredible.
Simply incredible.
All right, so the next topic that I want to touch on before we start wrapping up the podcast is about what what's his name? Jeff Grubb?
Jeff Grubb, the
Jeff
wizard.
Grubb said. So he's saying that Hideo Kojima has signed a letter of intent with Microsoft. So there's a rumor floating around that Microsoft and Kojima might be working together, and apparently the game is going to be some sort of cloud-based project. I guess the idea is being pitched.
Hard on that.
Yeah, and he's confident in saying the deal unlikely to fall apart. So Microsoft and Hideo Kojima might be, working together in the future. Do you think this is why we have seen the Kojima symbol in the background of Phil Spencer's live streams?
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe it could be a tease.
I don't understand why people made fun of people that said that. Like, if this is actually true, the people that were speculating that were 100% correct. Like, we got to put respect on them people, man. I feel anyway.
right. Because I know it's been a little bit of a meme with the Phil Spencer backgrounds and stuff like that. People have been analyzing ever since he hit what? Series S? No, it's the Series S.
Yeah. Didn't he have
remember? Yeah, something like that. So people are trying to see, like, why are these in the background? Why is not a PlayStation in the background? Maybe when the PlayStation pop up, something's coming with PlayStation. Who knows?
Game Pass,
So
baby.
Game Pass and PlayStation.
Yes,
Who knows?
I'm
Who
waiting.
knows? Because it seems like they be putting a little bit of clues in there. And I think it's purpose. I think they do this shit on purpose. It's almost like when Phil Spencer used to come on E3 stage and put on these shirts and low key be announcing the game from those shirts. I think he did that with
Or like the picture
Battletoads.
you got with Jim Ryan and the PC in the background, right?
Yeah. With the Battletoads in situation, I think Phil Spencer did that. He teased that, and it turned out Battletoads games were coming. So yeah, we know they like to do shit like that. So this could be a thing, man. This could be a thing.
Dude, Kojima, man.
Do you think people is gonna be? You think people are gonna be fucking pissed off if this turns out to be a Microsoft partnership with Kojima? You think people are gonna be pissed the fuck off?
They shouldn't.
Why?
Because I'm already
Why?
seeing. I'm already seeing some people, a few people on Twitter, saying like, "Yo, I saw a change.org type of shit already." So do you think this is gonna have some sort of backlash if Kojima has like an exclusive with Microsoft?
He's an independent developer for an independent studio. He was contractually obligated to Sony. He fulfilled his obligations as far as I know.
Yep.
He's a freelancer. He's not obligated to keep working with Sony. He can do what the fuck he want to do. And why would you get upset about that?
Okay.
I do want to thank Kojima for probably starting the PC initiative at Sony, but other than that,
He's definitely an agent of darkness. He definitely that nigga really safe for real. Y'all don't want to have that conversation.
we're talking about Kojima, Cloud, and Xbox. That just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah. Okay. Look, when they say cloud project, I'm hoping in the sense of Drivatars. I'm hoping in the sense of that. If they're talking about like streaming some shit, then obviously that's spooky. But
Or Crackdown 3 Destruction.
yeah, then that sounds a little spooky too.
Guy.
Yeah, when I start hearing cloud projects, then it's it's red flags, right? It's red flags. Or unless it's gonna be something similar like Flight Simulator, which I think is always connected online type of cloud. Some shit I don't know. Who knows what it's gonna be? But there seems to be something coming with Microsoft and Kojima. It seems like it at this point.
I do got a question.
What?
I've never known Jeff Grubb to be a credible source. I know he's in the industry, but all the rumors and speculation he do, I don't never.
Did he be getting it wrong? Did he be getting shit wrong all the time?
I mean, the audience can correct me. But I don't ever remember a time of Jeff Grubb saying something and the shit coming true. Like I don't know, man.
Me, I don't know either. Too.
Wait,
I don't know
where's
either.
Forza Horizon 5 at? Is that Mexico?
Yeah,
Yes.
he said that, right? He said that.
He predicted. He did predict. He
Okay,
did say
all right,
that.
all right.
I'm
there
pretty
you
sure
go.
he said that.
All right,
Okay.
so yeah, okay, so I believe this. Then I believe this.
Okay. All right. So
He
there
also
we
got the
go.
Dead Space shit rumor going, so we'll see about that.
I believe
So-
that might be true. All right, Jeff Grubb, I'll humor you.
It's
gonna hear
some
him?
stuff like the removal of Xbox Live didn't come true. I know
Yeah.
so he's not 100%, but
Yeah.
you
Wait,
some
man.
things
I would
he's hit or
say
miss.
with the Xbox insiders are definitely. I'd rather listen to an Xbox insider than a PlayStation insider, Jack. I'm gonna
Bro,
keep it up.
don't
I'm gonna keep it a beat.
Don't do wonton like that. Don't.
I'm not even talking
don't-
talking about Wonton because one of our favorite Twitter insiders came out and made a life changing announcement today. He said that something big is coming. Jack, Tidux,
Oh
or
my
whatever
God.
it is. What did he say today?
I've been unfollowed that dumbass.
I literally hate this dude, bro. I'm gonna tell you how he got popping. I'm gonna tell you how he got popping. When they were doing Colin and Greg live, this is probably 2014, 2015. He predicted one thing right, I think, or the Colin gave him a shout out some shit. Ever since then, he just had this clout.
He's been on.
He was saying PlayStation name change was coming for like 6 years before they actually came true, and he was like, I told you. And now it got to the point he don't even tweet out predictions. He just tweet out regular shit, and people they have 200 likes, and this man said more stuff is coming. Bitch, what the fuck does that mean?
He
Wait, this guy
tweeted
has-
early. He
has
tweeted early last
21,000
year.
Followers?
He tweeted early last year that PlayStation family just got bigger. And then he retweeted it when they bought Housemark this year in July. Like, what? Like, bro, shut
It's
up.
ridiculous. It's
I
ridiculous,
never met
man.
the dude, bro. I hate that dude, bro. I can't stand
It's
him.
ridiculous. No, it's
He
ridiculous.
definitely got his
man.
clout off Colin, because that's how I found him. When Colin was tweeting about name changes, because y'all know how deep I was into name changes. Like, I wanted that shit bad. And when Colin was talking about it, he was like Tidix, or he name dropped him. And he was like,
Yep,
he said
that's how a lot of people
it
fuck
was
up.
coming and it was
Exactly.
getting worked on, and I started following him ever since then. But I've unfollowed that dude. He don't know
People
shit.
keep humoring this dude. He never has no information, bro.
He literally
all
tweeted
he
more stuff incoming, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah. And the last topic I wanna do before we get out of here is that Xbox, what's it called? They launched xCloud for iOS and Windows desktops.
Yes.
So right now, pretty much you can stream those games, and I've tried both. I tried it on my iOS device, my iPhone, and I tried it on the desktop. I played Forza Horizon 4, and I feel like what else did I try? I think that's all I tried. I didn't even get going with the other one. But yeah, I tried Forza Horizon 4 on both to see. And Jamie, when I tell you that shit was fucking god awful, it was unplayable. It was unplayable.
Bad, bro.
It was
Terrible.
unplayable.
I did try it myself too. I tried Ori and the Will of the Wisp. I tried that on my phone and Wi-Fi. I tried it in 5G. I also tried it on my PC with a wired connection. I have 400 download. I think I have 20 upload or some shit like that. And on the phone, the shit was horrible. Like the input lag was bad,
So bad.
especially on a game like a platformer or a first-person shooter. Like, you want precise input on those type of games. You would be able to react fast and stuff like that. It was terrible. Ori on the PC with the wired connection, it was better. It was the best experience that I had out of all three, but it wasn't nowhere near close to what I had on. I think Google Stadia, to me, still is one of the best experiences I've had with cloud gaming. But I'm just like, if I'm playing on a PC desktop wired, what the fuck is the point of me streaming? Like, I might as well just download the game and play the game natively. I can have access to graphics options. You know what I'm saying? I can have native experience. Input lag is much better. Like, so it's no point right now. And I know it's in beta. I know they're still working on it, but they put it out to the public so I can still critique it. And right now, it's trash.
Yeah. 100% co-sign that. And like you said, like, if you're already at home on your desktop, just fucking play the game regularly. You know what I mean? Why would you even stream it? But I guess the biggest draw would be on portable devices like an iPad, cell phone, tablet, like stuff like that would be the biggest draw, I would assume, right? So they need to get that right. I was I was home with Wi-Fi. I got 500 down, and this shit was still absolutely terrible playing Forza Horizon. It was unplayable, so I just turned that shit right off. I think the whole idea of streaming is cool. I'm never going to really shit on that because I'm that guy that would play a game, in his bedroom under his sheets and shit like that. And if I could play like a experience like Forza Horizon on my phone, because I do have like this attachment where I can hook up my controller, I think that's kind of cool. It's just great ideas. It's just the time, man. I don't know if this shit is ready. It's ready to go, and I don't know when it's going to be ready to go.
Did you try, I know you said you just tried the Forza. Was that on your PC as well?
I tried both games on my PC to see the difference, and both of it was bad.
What did the visuals look like?
You see, it's quality drop. Sometimes it will look nice. Obviously, not like no 4K image or you're playing it natively, right? But it would look acceptable, right, for something that's streaming. But you would get like random quality drops where it can get pixelated. Like you start seeing the squares on the screen and stuff like that. I feel like I could get past that on a mobile device if the input was very close to 1-to-1 when you're playing. I feel like I could get past the quality drops, but the thing is, it's just unplayable. Like imagine playing a racing game and you obviously you're turning left and right and it's delayed. Like, it's unplayable. So I just turned that shit off. Turned that shit right off, yo.
Yeah, now I was watching Jaffe stream. He had a debate with Hard Eight about like streaming being the future,
I seen that.
and they brought up like the kids these days. They don't care. They'll play a game streaming. But I disagree with that wholeheartedly because the kids these days are playing a game like Fortnite, and them motherfuckers is trying to build as they shooting. And you think they're gonna
It's
enjoy
impossible
trying
on
to
this shit.
build with input lag? Are you serious? That's gonna be
Well,
absolutely horrible.
Let me see. Let me look up. He
The
made an
thing,
argument, right? And it was like top games,
Oh yeah, he was like top selling, grossing games of the year.
top. So the top revenue games, highest
Mhm.
grossing games, it's like mobile shit,
Yeah.
yeah,
right? So
mobile
it's
games
like
are very
Honor of
popular and they make a
Kings-
lot of money.
It's like Honor of Kings Arena of Valor is like $9 billion, dude.
You know what? I think
Monster
I
Strike is
watched a
9
bit of
billion.
that. I watched a bit of that back and forth between Hard Eight and David Jaffe, and you know David Jaffe's point is saying that game developers will shift into making games that probably require less precision and stuff like that, because pretty much his argument is saying that the industry is gonna go where the money is. You know what I mean? I think
It
that's
will,
what
but-
his argument was. So
But look at
like
GGPO.
games that take precision and stuff like that, developers are gonna just make games that maybe you don't need that kind of positions and stuff like that, and shift into that way. I think I kind of see what he was saying, but I always think that there's gonna be the option. I think I see streaming as a secondary option. I don't ever see streaming becoming the primary option in the gaming space. Like internet connections need to be like so fucking good before that's even viable. And even then,
Yeah.
I still don't think it will be a primary option, because there's always going to be the enthusiasts where there's always going to be the limitations, and always having that native hardware there is going to be a better experience. You know what I mean? No matter what.
I wasn't sure of his argument though, Alex, with that mobile like thing. Like he was saying,
So
like
it
the
wasn't
mobile
even
games
mobile.
are.
It was just top grossing games, period.
Mhm.
So the thing is, like, what you're looking at is the industry is going to move where the money is, and if they can create games that make more money for less cost, they will do so. And if you look at latency, right, even though it's still only in fighting games, look at GGPO, right? That is something that has completely taken over the fighting game industry in terms of like what people prefer in latency and in tick rate. You're going to have games that are highly competitive. You're going to have your Valorants, you're going to have your CSGOs, you're going to have all those things, and they will have their niche markets. If you're going to look at the mainstream of gaming, though, it's going to move to streaming and it's going to move to mobile. We may
I
not
definitely
like
think
it.
I definitely think it's gonna be more popular than it is today, Alex. I agree with
But
you. I
we're
remember.
old.
I
but-
think it's gonna
but
be a
at
lot
some-
more
it
popular.
may
I don't
not
know if we
happen,
eclipse
like-
it though.
David Jaffe's argument is that it's not going to happen this year or next year
course.
or in the next 5 years. His argument was it's going to happen.
Eventually.
Period. Whether we like it or not, it's going to happen. We don't like digital only games, but we've accepted it. They've removed manuals from box copies. They've removed all artwork from box copies. They've removed all the other extraneous stuff. They've trimmed down the box. They've done all these things, and you still pay $60. They press discs that are much cheaper to make, that are pennies on the dollar, to then ship through logistical means that are much easier to do than back then. And they still charge you $60. Now they're charging you $70 for the same product with less features. They're doing everything they can to make more money. So it's to think that at some point we won't go full streaming is lunacy.
I don't
It's
think
going
so.
to happen. The question is when.
I
The
definitely think it's
infrastructure-
gonna be a lot more popular than it is today, and it's gonna be probably where a lot of gamers do, where a lot of casual gamers do play the games, because that's
Yeah.
obviously the easiest way to get into a lot of people's hands if you can stream it. So I
That's-
do see the industry
that's
going there, but
probably
I
when-
think I still think that's we're kind of far away from that though.
People
I
are
really
saying
do
a
think we're far
decade.
away.
I
I think
probably
even
think
I
a
think even more
decade,
than that. I think even
maybe
more than that.
longer. think
Bro, a
when
console
that
generation,
happens-
a generation is almost a decade, my guy. I think we're a couple console generations away from that, bro.
I think a few. It took a few for us to get to full digital.
It's not gonna
I
be.
mean,
It's
we
gonna be
had
more
digital
than a
console.
decade. It's gonna be definitely
So
more than a
I think
decade.
with the advent of like things like Starlink from Elon Musk, from like stuff like that, from really rural areas where they're getting like 25 down, when that's like huge for them. I think you're just going to keep seeing it happen. And I think that the argument is there's going to be game files like us, but we're going to be the old curmudgeon boomers of gaming. I'm already that. I'm already like, fuck new gaming. You guys are going to join me in that when that happens. 100%. You guys are going to be like, fuck the streaming shit. I want
Already fucked
the
that
disc.
streaming shit.
You're already on it.
Bro, I'm not.
So
Look,
you're
see,
already-
for me, I'm not
you're
even on
already a
that.
boomer.
Listen. Hold on. I'm not even really on that fuck streaming. Like I like the idea is cool. I'm just saying that it's not practical. If streaming became practical, I don't know if people would be like have like, let's say in a perfect world where you could stream any game you want and it plays pretty much like a native experience. I think that
It'll never be like a native
that's I'm not.
experience.
That's what I'm
Jay,
saying.
No,
It
but
never
Jamie,
will.
hold
But
on,
I'm just
Jamie,
saying, like the
Jamie,
idea. I'm trying to say the
No.
ideal. I don't have a problem really with the idea. That's what I'm trying to
You're
say.
not thinking about it. You're not thinking about it from like the right perspective. You're thinking like, oh, it'll never be it, right? But what if the game developer designs the game around the latency? So that way you don't even know there's latency. What if the gameplay
I
is
believe it when
actually
I see it.
but that's what I'm saying. So like think about it like this. What if the game developer
Shit, we don't even own our
designs it
games
around
anyways
something
nowadays,
like
bro.
GGPO, right? And what if they design it around that latency? Like, oh, we're seeing a on average 15 millisecond delay response time. Okay, let's design our our actual game mechanics around that actual delay. So you're playing it, you're like, this feels fucking great, but you don't even realize it. Like that's the scary part. Like that's the part that's terrifying is that they'll just design the game around that. They'll just change the mechanics. They'll just adjust things. Like that's the fucking horrifying part about all that is that game design itself will change.
I think that's what David Jaffe was trying to say, from my understanding in his back and forth debate when it comes to this. But
Like I
yeah.
see what you're saying there, but I'm just like, wouldn't it also change for the native players too?
Why would it change for native players?
So they would just change it for the streamers to match the
They
native
would just say,
players.
okay, if you're streaming it, here's the latency number. Here's what we're going to change the values. There you go. And then if you're native, there you go. We'll just leave it as is. What's the difference?
Would like to see them do something like that.
So now you've got the hardcore audience who's like, well, I like audio files and like video files, right? Who want like record players and shit like that and like hi-fi solutions for audio. And then you've got people who are like, I just want to play the fucking game. I don't care. And there's more of them than there are of us. We are the niche. Our podcast is not the mainstream.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Our podcast is the hardcore. We're not for people who are like into gaming. Because people who are into gaming play Minecraft, Roblox, and fucking other bullshit. Shit that we don't even think about. Our 10 million, 12 million sales of Last of Us is a drop in the fucking bucket compared to these other games. It's
Mobile
stupid.
games be going crazy. I didn't realize that until like not too long ago, but they be going super crazy though.
It's
The mobile
insane.
games. Yeah, they make a shit ton of money out of that shit.
And that's
But
where we're
Alex,
going to want to go.
We're gonna wrap up, man. Can you read remaining
got a
super
few.
chats?
I have
And
this
we
horrible,
won't get the
like,
hell outta
fucking
here.
pollen, and I've like runny nose. People think probably I like doing cocaine. Okay, Pink Pearl for the $1.99. Hey yo, Jack, where's the Jiggy Plan B pill, bruh?
Damn.
Oh, you been asking me for that. I'm out to see what-
That's fucking scary.
That is scary.
Sinu.com for the $2.99 Australian. Xbox handlers use and give info / leaks to influencers.
Low key. I believe all of that shit. They definitely be drip. leaking information and shit like that on purpose to drive up hype in the community. That's some real shit, for sure.
Notorious Nicholas for the 5 Australian. On the plus side on Silent Hill, the same people who claim the rumors of Bloober also claim there is a prominent Japanese dev working on Silent Hill as well.
Okay, that's good news then. Because I swear there was. I'm trying to remember the real quick. I'm trying to remember the original rumor. I did remember seeing that come across my timeline, and I think they were saying there was not one but two or like multiple.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was like one of the original rumors I heard about Silent Hill. So maybe it could be true.
And the VG, I think it's VGC source also said that their Konami is outsourcing their Castlevania IP and Metal Gear Solid.
That's dope.
Jesus.
That's dope.
It's happening, Alex. Get ready.
Don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
Gonna see a splash screen. Say Blue Point Games. So you gonna hear?
Absolutely disgusting.
What was that noise?
Dude, don't fucking do that shit to me. You piece of shit. All right, so oh shit. Oh god, I gotta drink my beer.
Almost
I
spilled
drank
it.
the whole beer before I fucking spilled it. Tony Esquire for the 5. The price of Battlefield 6 on consoles validates my PC purchase. Had a hell of a PS1 through PS4 run, but $70 games, I'm not going to be able to do it. Hashtag Friday Night Alex CSGO.
This man
Yes,
spent
sir.
$3,000 on a PC but can't do $70
You
games.
say $10.
Listen, you just can't do it
What in the
sometimes,
world?
man.
Yo, Tony Esquire, hit my Cash App,
You
dog.
just can't do it, man. Listen, Tony, listen, when you make content, he'll show up.
Hit my Cash App, dog.
Hey, Jay been making content. He been making.
I'm out here
You finally-
trying, Alex.
He finally made some content.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
proud of you.
I actually got another video going up tomorrow.
Yo,
Make sure y'all support that.
Oh shit!
Yo, Jack. If you buy a $80,000 car, are you allowed to complain about gas price increases or no?
Yes.
That's just my question. Like if they start raising gas
You
price,
gonna
are you allowed
look, you gonna
to?
look silly. You gonna look silly. You gonna look
Really?
Yeah.
You look
absolutely silly.
Yeah, you look silly.
Silly. 'Cause if you got 80 racks to drop on a car, like shit, the gas shouldn't. You know what I mean? You should have thought about that beforehand.
If you got
No,
80
but-
racks to buy
no,
a car
but-
and you complain about gases, you should have got Tesla.
No, I'm not saying okay, but no, like when you bought the car, the gas prices were obviously say that were reasonable. They were within your budget. Now gas prices starts to rise and rise. Are we allowed to?
You're allowed. You're
Are
definitely
we allowed to complain like, damn, yo, they raising the price of the gas of this shit?
You can complain, but people gonna be like, "Damn, bro! Like, look at the car you got. You really can't afford gas. Like, what's going on? We know you got it. You know, it's gonna be one of them."
Okay. I just wanted to ask what you think about that. That's
Yeah, you
all.
can complain. Oh yeah, of course.
And that's about it, right? That's all the super chats. So we're gonna get out of here, man. It was a good podcast. Glad to be back, man. Miss the boys. Hopefully, next week we got some dope topics to talk about. I think when is EA's little thing happening? I think is that next week?
I think that ain't to the end of July.
Jen-
Is that the end?
July 22nd. Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. Oh, never mind.
Ain't
Hopefully
shit
there's
going
something to
on.
talk. Yeah, hopefully there's something to talk about, man. But
Maybe Sony keep opening up that shit.
Salazar Naruto 52 says it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm gonna wish you a happy birthday. early
Hey.
birthday.
Happy birthday,
Aw,
fam.
thank
Now
you.
you-
Happy birthday.
You always in our chats, you know, every one of us. I always see you there.
Yep.
So happy birthday. Happy.
Yeah,
happy
that's a
birthday.
real good dude right there. Always asking me how my day is going. I appreciate
Me
it,
too.
man,
Mhm.
right there.
That was
Happy
awesome.
birthday, dog.
Happy
For real,
birthday.
for real.
Hopefully enjoy your day. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do the outros. You guys already know who I am. I've been actually dropping a different style of content. I finally started to do what I've always wanted to do in my channel and expand it a little bit and talk about different things. And I got other things in the works as well. It seems like so far the reaction is pretty positive from the 2 videos that I dropped. People seem to be liking that. Sounds a nice change of pace, especially in the time where gaming news is not the hottest. So I always dreamt that my channel to be like a lifestyle channel and gaming and lifestyle. So shout out to all the people that are are watching those. A lot of y'all been hitting me up saying y'all love those. So I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. You know, I'm gonna do some of that, some of this, and I got some.
Just
other
don't
shit
get on
in the
camera
works in there.
trying on no Fashion Over jean shorts and shit like that. We ain't trying to see that. All
I'm trying to
right?
see that.
I understand that shit
Wait,
lifestyle, but we're not trying to see that. What,
wait.
Jack?
What you say, Jack?
We ain't trying to see that. We ain't trying to see, especially if you like turn around. Nah, man. We ain't.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Let me get that chocolate pussy. Come on.
Okay. Wrap it up.
All right, yo. So with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna start with Alex. Alex.
Oh man, everybody! Tomorrow night, more Counter-Strike Global Offensive. 56 weeks, a whole year in silver. Ethan is back from military deployment. Can we actually do this fucking thing? Probably not. Come out, watch us, enjoy us, look at us be fucking bad at a video game. It's great because we get nothing but cheaters and hackers in our games, and then we get really upset and I drink a lot. Saturday I take off, and then Sunday is more DMC. So sub to the channel, check out the patreon.com/pressstartpod because we make content for you all the time, and sub to everybody here as well, even J-Main who's making content too. So it's good to
Fuck
see.
with me.
Yes, sir. Jack.
Yeah.
Hey man, good podcast this week, man. Good discussions. Everything Alex just said. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Jack Move Johnny, Instagram, Jack Move Johnny, JiggyMerch.com. Yeah, man. You know, check me out. I'm trying to grow my following over there, man. But yeah, check me out.
And that's it for the podcast. We out of here, man. Peace.
Whoa,
I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. J-Main.
Host man getting disrespected like this.
Respect to host man, yo.
Host man.
Go ahead and do your
Life
outro.
comes at you fast, bro. Anywho, definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Definitely check me out on YouTube and live streaming games, putting out some topic videos and stuff like that. Just trying to get a nice flow going. And then we're going to go from there. So I appreciate all y'all who've been rocking with me. And definitely keep that up. Like the video, of course. Share the podcast. Let everybody know what we got going on. Episode 200 coming up. So hopefully, you know, some good things happen. If not, maybe we'll have something special. Who the hell knows? But before we go, I do want to give a shout out to Lord Cognito. He's going to be hosting Define and Duke. Xbox podcast over there with Colin Moriarty at the Last Stand Media. So that's a big look for my guy over there at the Iron Lords podcast. And shout out to those guys too. Make sure y'all check them out on Sunday, the Lord's Day, and get acquainted. We'll see y'all next week.
Shout out to them, man. All right, yo, we out of here. Y'all have a good day off the record Tuesday, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace.